All right, turn my TV down a little. What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back with another live stock market stream for you guys. We got about 30 seconds to the opening bell here. Hopefully you guys had a decent day yesterday. I only ended up closing, I think, one position total. I almost tried to close my Hertz position. I took a call on that later in the afternoon. For those of you that don't know, in the Discord chat. But yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen here at the bell. TVIX, I'm obviously down quite a bit on that, but I'm not too worried overall. We'll see what happens here right at the bell. Walmart is one I'm really watching. It's pulling back pretty hard this morning. I always forget to turn my volume down. Sorry about that. But yeah, Walmart's pulling back pretty heavy this morning. So Hertz, where did Hertz go to? It looks like Hertz pulled back pretty hard this morning. It didn't really pull back. I think my Robinhood always seems to glitch, at least for me, when it comes to options first thing in the morning. So there we go. Yeah, we're up $5 on the Hertz position. That was on the $18 call. It cost only, how much did it cost actually? It cost, how much did it cost? $20. So yeah, right now we're up pretty much dead on 25% on that position. Everything else, we're down a little bit. I'm actually really interested in this Hertz call because I think Hertz is really going to start going back up, in all honesty. I was waiting to see a break back above 17. We broke above it. We came back down below it briefly near the end of the day. And after hours, it's been doing pretty well. And now, obviously, this morning, it's having a good little run here. So we'll see what happens. But let's see. Shh. Be good. But yeah, Walmart too is obviously one we're watching. It's pulling back pretty hard this morning as well. It's to 1842. Apparently it was in the 1820s, it looked like briefly. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, it was around 82.30s for a little bit. So let's see here. Where's G at? Yeah, see, it's still glitching because it's telling me I'm up $100 on my G calls right now, which is obviously not true. See, look at this. This is what I'm talking about with Robinhood's glitch. It's saying that I'm up $100. Hopefully you guys can see that. But it's down. So there's literally no way, because I have calls on it, there's literally no way that I'm up $100, aka total 120 for 400. There's just, it's a glitch. I mean, it did it yesterday, it did it the day before. It must be something with the stock specifically, because it just, I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's whatever though. But what else do I have that I need to check on? Apparently Shaq. What's going on with Shaq this morning? So on Shaq, says I'm break even on Shaq, but that's on, yeah, something's, Robinhood definitely has some issues when it comes to their options still, because most of this is wrong right now. So we'll see if it gets worked out. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it closed for a minute. But let's check out the flexible grid. How's it going, Josh? Under Armour pulling back, PTLA pulling back decently as well. Tzu being Tzu, MET, same thing. I need to check out I really quickly as well. So I popped up a little this morning. It keeps on popping up to that 1350 range, and it comes back down. I'm looking for it to get under 13. I do have a put on that, just one single put. If it gets under 13, I'll be decently in the profit. It did it after hours, but obviously after hours doesn't really help you too much when it comes to options. TripAdvisor, I was watching that one pretty closely because it went up pretty high after hours, if I remember right. NUAN too. I missed out on that one already. But earnings, of course, big pops or goes down a lot. Wow, TVIX is under $6 now. Let's see, let's check out. Oh. Okay, so they did miss their earnings. Once it actually starts coming back up, showing a cup and handle, then I might consider putting calls on it, but let's check out the 180 really quick. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll put a alert here right around 13. That way I'll at least know when it's kind of trying to come back up. Probably do a little less than 13. Let's do like 1290. That way we can see that's trying to come back up. I'll at least revisit it, take a look at it at that point. What else? Planet Fitness was another one I was hearing a little bit about. But I heard about that one yesterday morning after I was pretty much done taking positions. Let's take a look at the 180. Yeah, I'm not really going to do anything with this one because I know the calls will probably be expensive, obviously, since it's already up 3% on the day. And I'm not going to bet against it, bet on it going down. Yeah, I'm not really going to bet on it going down. It already went down on the earnings. It's already coming back up. I won't be surprised if in the near future this makes a new high or something because it is actively trending up on the 180-day, obviously, big time. So, not going to be betting against that. Man, what is going on with Walmart this morning? Man. See, so I'm going to try to actually sell these G calls, and literally it's going to say that. Yeah, this thing is a huge glitch. Let's see if I can actually sell it for that profit. So I have how many shares? 10. Watch, I guarantee you that's not going to happen. It's up 15 cents. There's just no way. Yeah, 0 out of 10 sold, and there it goes. Once you actually try to sell it, it starts to correct itself. Yeah, Robinhood definitely needs to get their shit together. Still shows up $30, which is 100 and that's on the day, which shows 167%. It's just not right. I mean, I'll try again and watch. I guarantee you it'll correct itself again. Let's see. So if I wanted to sell all 10. Actually, I might want to look at G really quick and make sure that. I'm not going to sell it, actually. Because that actually might be, this one might actually be true. I might be up 20 bucks on this. I doubt it, but I could be. J-Nugs up decently this morning. Wow. I almost put calls on that a couple days ago, too, on the dip, whenever it was in the 14s, but like I was talking with Josh about this morning, I was like, I don't know how confident I am in putting like calls or anything on any like gold ETF, anything like that. Down on everything. Apparently we're still in the profit somehow on the day. I wonder if something, GoPros came down a little. I obviously popped up this morning. I meant to put puts on HEAR. It's already dropping like a rock. Whew. Yeah, SPY obviously is up big. Good thing is these still don't expire for a while. I mean, a whole another week. So, I mean, we all know the SPY is going to come down big time at some point. But, shh, go lay down. Be good. What was I going to take a look at? I was going to see what Walmart looks like on the calls on here. Not that I'm going to, I just want to see how expensive they are. When do these expire? These are May 18th. Yeah, those calls are a little pricey. IV rank is still pretty high on Walmart. With HEAR, you can see, wow, it did go up over $12 this morning. Oh, I thought it said options were available on this morning when I was looking at it. Wow. Can't put options on it, but you can probably short it if you want. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning so far. HTZ pulling back a little bit. To be honest, I did something really stupid yesterday with my Walmart calls. I'll show you guys a screenshot because I even took a screenshot just so no one thinks I'm lying. Even though I don't care if anyone thinks I'm lying, but let's see if I can find it here. So we were up. So this, I actually didn't take a screenshot, but I was up 93% on this one specific Walmart call. And actually all of them were briefly up. But look, this one was up 80, when I took the screenshot, it was up 87.23%, aka up $41. You know about this if you were in the Discord chat, because I was pretty much cursing myself after hours for not closing that specific call. But oh well. For some reason, I thought I had May 18th calls when I actually have calls that are expiring tomorrow. That's when I was really starting to kick myself because I was actually like, okay. I was like, okay, no big deal, yada, yada, yada. But that was definitely stupid. When you're up 87%, take the profit. Now the others I'm not mad that I held because the other one was only up a few bucks. I think about 10, which I mean still you could have took the profit there, but the other one was pretty much a break even. The other two, I have 3 calls if you're wondering, like 3 different positions of calls on Walmart. And the one was up 87, 93 at one point%. 93 was briefly like it touched and it came back down to 87. But either way, 80 to 90% profit at one point. And the other one, like I said, they were pretty much near break even, so I wasn't going to sell those regardless. But watching Hertz pretty closely because I might want to set another alert just to check on it whenever it comes back up a little more. Let's do 745. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm really afraid of now, because Walmart's kind of just hovering around right now. Hovering around break even, it looks like. It went green for a minute, but now it's back. It's kind of just yo-yoing a little bit right now. Hertz, we're up $8 again, which is a 40% profit. And why am I holding that? Because I really think it's finally kind of formed its bottom down there in the 1670s. And you can see ever since we hit that, we've kind of just started to, I wouldn't say staircase up or anything, but I set 2 alerts because I'm anxious to see what's going to happen right around like the 750 mark, if I remember right. Yeah, because I mean our SMA on our 1 day is probably going to act more as a support now that we're above it. But the next resistance will probably be that 5 day right around 1740, 1750. So watching closely there. That's why I set alert at 745. And I mean, this thing definitely has potential to gap up big time. I don't think it's going to happen like I mean, it could happen by the end of the week, but I mean, that's today and tomorrow, so I don't really see that. I hope to probably close this position by the end of the week, but we'll see what happens. I might not even take any positions today, in all honesty. Just looking to maybe start closing a few. I closed one position yesterday, 3M, for 71% profit. Turned $14 into $24, so that was pretty nice. But that was it. That was it for what I closed, as far as I can recall. But yeah, you can see our support overall has been just under 17. You see now we've had a couple green bars in a row. So like I said, I think we've really quote unquote bottomed out. But we'll see what happens. It's up to 1730-ish now. Today's going to be an interesting day. I mean, we're going to be on, what, our 5th or 6th green day in a row, possibly. I mean, it looks like everything's up big right now. I think SPY even is in the 270s again, I saw this morning. Yeah, it's up over 270. So, again, we're getting near a critical point. Like I said, if we can hold above 270 and just show, I mean, you're going to have a pullback. I wouldn't be surprised if it pulls back to, like, 270. I mean, we're just above it right now. But again, I'm not confident yet. Why? Again, we're on like our 5th green day in a row. So, well, we had that, if you want to call it a red day. I called it unch day. What was it, 2 days ago? The Trump speech. That was pretty much an unch day. I think SPY specifically, and like S&P ended like minus 0.03. Pretty much an unch day. But overall, we're pretty much up 5-6 days in a row now. So, I mean, especially if today's green, which it looks like it might be. Obviously, it's way too early to tell. But, I mean, we're going to have another pullback at some point. But what I want to see is how low is it going to go on that pullback. If we go below, like, 269, 268, then, again, I'm not confident. Like I said, this has to hold spot from a SPY standpoint. S&P would be 2,700, essentially, somewhere in there. We need to hold above 270, period. And show just kind of a staircase. Like I said, you're going to have pullbacks, like just a staircase pattern upwards. It doesn't have to shoot straight up. It doesn't have to even be like this. Just a little consistent, you all know what I'm saying. Just a bullish pattern. Just show a consistent upward uptrend. But we'll see what happens. Good thing is I only have one SPY call expiring tomorrow, and it was pretty cheap. It was only $20. But we'll see what happens. I don't know exactly what time that expires. I don't know if Robinhood tells you that or anything. Let me take a look. I don't know if it expires at the time that you bought it. If so, that means for me it would expire at 10:25 a.m. Eastern time, so 9:25 of my time. So we will see what happens. No. You need to go lay down. You just went outside before I hopped on here. Wow, look at G. Beautiful little cup and handle forming even on the 180 day. See, it's finally corrected itself. I just now broke even on my G calls. Hurt's still kind of just hanging out right now. I seen that, search you. Good morning, by the way. Yeah, I seen that. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, imagine if instead of like day trading it like I was, if I just kept on like adding positions on the dip. I was like, man, would have made a lot of money. But, I mean, I still made some good money on it. See, HTZ, man, this thing is volatile as hell. Yeah, that thing. I mean, it's pretty much almost tripled since we started looking at it. Cause I mean, we were looking at it in the 4s, and I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah, and this is in a couple weeks too, right? Because we were looking at it near the end of April, and I mean, literally in a couple weeks, it's gone up lots. So that was definitely interesting. But yeah, right now the ones that I'm watching 1 week. What's it done in 1 week? This came from 513. Man, I wish you could put options on this. Sucks that you can't. I should have just bought a. I even said, I expect a good earnings from this company. And what did I do? I didn't even take a position yesterday. Stupid me, right? But that's one of those things where sometimes you just got to go with what you pretty much know. Yeah, in 10 days, we came from the 4s to now 13s. That's just nuts. How good was the earnings anyways? Then you should have expected. Either way, earnings were good. I mean, they were even talking about it on CNBC that they beat earnings pretty well, so that's just nuts. I still wish you could do options on it, because it's going to pull back. TripAdvisor's another one that had, if I remember right, good earnings. So zoom out a little bit. Yeah. Look at those earnings. If I remember right, though, TripAdvisor. Yeah. It might just continue to make a new high. I mean, obviously, it's going to pull back eventually. But I look for it to make a new high before it pulls back. You might see a pretty strong resistance right around here, right around 48. But if it just keeps on going, I think the next resistance won't be until, about 49. But yeah, eventually it's going to pull back. I'm going to keep my eye on it. That's why I put it in my watch list. But that's crazy. Still shooting up. Hell, it might hit 50-51 before it's all said and done. That's the 3-year chart, of course. Yeah, it might definitely hit like 51 before it definitely 50 to 51. I mean, like I say, you're going to see a pretty strong resistance right around. Well, it already busted through. I was going to say like 49, but it looks like 46 was the last true resistance. So yeah, I mean, I see it going possibly to 50 before it really pulls back. I'll still watch it though pretty closely. Hurt still trending up. G still trending up too.
A community of 1.6 million people who believe the American dream is still alive. That's why we're doing something to make it more attainable. We put our earnings back into lower rates on mortgages for members all across America.
Like I said, Walmart just keeps yo-yoing. It can't decide which way it wants to go today. Can't lie, it's worrying me a little bit. Just a little bit. When does that call expire? $35 call. Shouldn't be another resistance till after 3150 area. 5 days now going to be a support. Yeah, I mean, we'll have some pullbacks obviously, because especially with our RSI starting to get a little overextended, but this thing still has lots of room. Could go up a whole dollar plus today. We'll see what happens. This one I might even hold into next week, in all honesty. Okay, so I'll be honest right here. So I don't like the bugs with Robinhood options. There's too many bugs. Like bugs as in glitches. Because I mean, you can literally exit your app, close it, nothing. Like I'll watch a stock, like I've done this here the past couple minutes. That's why you see me look down on my phone for more than like 30 seconds. Is because I'm closing out the app entirely, watching the stock. Stock won't move at all, but then everything will change like drastically. Like it doesn't keep up essentially. Like it's either slow, or like with my G, I showed you all, if you go back to the very beginning of the stream, it showed my calls on G when G hadn't even moved yet. It was actually down a little. It showed that I was up like 400%, and then as soon as you try to go sell it for that, then it starts to correct itself, but you have to do it like 2 or 3 times. I mean, there's just bugs within it. I mean, yes, it's one of those things, you get what you pay for, but I mean, they got lots of bugs to still work out with it. And what I noticed too is once you start taking more than a couple positions is when I started having these problems. So again, just something to be aware of if you're going to be doing Robinhood options. Forgot to eat my breakfast this morning. Damn, coffee house didn't have any of my scones made that I usually have, so I had to go with the muffin instead. But the muffin's bigger and it's only like 20 cents more, so we'll see what happens. I don't like muffins that much. I like scones the best.
Your workspace matters. When it's active, it changes everything. And our new ProDesk 60 electric standing desk makes it easy to turn any office into an active workspace.
The challenge was to create the most stable electric standing desk for hundreds less than the competition. We started with a heavy-duty frame, and we designed it to assemble in less than 5 minutes. Because of Ameritrade, we definitely have more energy in our office. I would never go back to a regular sitting desk.
Nice staircases. Nice. How's everybody doing? Anyone take any positions yet this morning, or you all just sitting around watching for some stuff to happen? The industrials are up about 0.5% already this morning. I'm done with that. That wasn't that bad. Are those the positions you have already, search you? Or are you playing options now? Or are you just watching those? So Walmart, Twitter. What's going on with Twitter right now? Woo! This might be... Yeah, it's getting close to 180-day highs. These aren't that expensive. It's mega red again so far this morning. Nothing's really changed. Again, that's the good thing about the whole options thing. You're almost slightly buying time. Today, switch to options next week. Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're doing about the same thing I did with my girlfriends. So yeah, my account just now got confirmed actually a couple days ago. I haven't went about going around like transferring funds or anything yet, but I'll probably get on that also this weekend. That way I can use her account, like I said, for flipping stocks and not have to worry about PDT, even though PDT really hasn't been a huge issue yet for me. Knock on wood. I mean, I've only had one day trade this week since switching that account to options. So I was kind of worried. That was another thing too. When I was thinking about like selling some of my calls like on Walmart, I was like, man, that's another day trade. Like, I don't want to use another day trade. That would have been back-to-back days. I would have had a day trade. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and hold. I see Walmart going up anyways. Sure enough, we're back under 83. So we'll see what happens. Definitely need Walmart to go back over 83 today. I mean, I'm sick of this yo-yo bullshit it's doing. I've been watching out of the corner of my eye some. If they can just stay green at least, don't go red again. Hertz is pulling back a little bit. Looks like everything's pulling back slightly. Even Twitter had a little pullback here. The 10-year yield, the 10-year note or whatever, just dropped back to 2.964. Again, with this one, I want to put calls on it, but I'm not going to until it shows signs that it's almost like HTZ. I'll put calls on it once it's shows that it's already had a bottom. That's why I set alert up here. Yes, one, I'm gonna miss out on some profit. Two, it's gonna be a little more expensive to put calls once it gets up near 1290. But at that point, I'll think we'll have started to completely form our cup and handle. The 1 minute, the 1 day 1 minute looks ugly, but when you start looking at different charts. Yeah, you can see if we can start to form that cup, then the bottom, so to speak, then I'll consider putting in calls. I mean, it's heading that way. It's up to 1257, but again, I mean, it could just be trying to push up and then just keep on staircasing down. So we'll see. Yeah, HCAR, man, that thing is running. It's running away this morning, isn't it? That's crazy. It's almost doubled. That's nuts. God, I'm so kicking my... Even if I would have only invested, like, I only had like $25 of buying power yesterday on Robinhood. Even if I'd have just bought, like, what would I have been able to afford? 3 or 4 shares, roughly. Even if I just did that, I mean, that would have been like, what, $18 made? So, oh well. There'll be other ones. God damn. Yeah, I really should have. Again, Tizu is like one of the very first, for those of you that are like new to me too, I don't know how many people we got in. If we have anybody new, got 3 of you in here so far, so I doubt we have anyone new. But if we do have anyone new, I just started options. This is like my second full week now, or I think it's like, yeah, it's my second full week now doing options. And Tizu is one of my very first positions. I put puts on it way back when. I mean, when you look at the chart, you can see why. But hasn't worked out because why? It's a total manipulated piece of shit. But it is what it is. I should have done my research a little bit more on it before hopping in. I was just gung-ho about starting to put a few positions out there, and sure enough, 2 out of 3 of those first positions from that day were red. Well, I haven't closed that position yet. A miracle could happen and it could go green. Highly doubtful though. But AMD was another one I missed out. That was the only. That's the only red position so far that I've actually closed. Obviously, I'm gonna close a few more. It's looking like Tizu. Looks like the SPY call is probably gonna be red. That's expiring tomorrow. But overall, again, it's about maximizing the profits and cutting the losses when needed. And then obviously sometimes you're gonna ride one out and it's still gonna be red, but it's just about minimizing it at the end of the day. So Under Armour, it's still kind of, this is one I probably should have sold yesterday. I was up about, I wasn't up big. I was up like $4 on it, and it was like $24 if I remember right. Yeah. So, I mean, the profit wasn't big, but now I'm down $4, so I'd rather have obviously closed it up 4 than down 4. I don't remember. I think it doesn't expire. Yeah, it doesn't expire for a while, so, I mean, that's another thing. Buying time, like I said. That one doesn't expire till May 25th, so I still have over 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks on that one. But we'll see. And if you're wondering, no, I did not place it like back here. I placed it whenever it was up here in the 1850s. Actually, I think it was around 1830. But we'll see what happens. It's interesting that Nike pulling back a little bit. GoPro, wow. Let's check out Nike. Wow, so it got rejected this time, right around 68. Interesting. I'm surprised it got rejected there. We almost got this downtrend going on right now with Nike the last week or so. But why I'm interested in that is because overall on 180, we've been trending up. Obviously, we've been kind of consolidating just between like 65 and 70. I wonder. No. Yeah, not really. Sprint's another one that I don't even know why I was confident in that one whenever I placed some calls on it. She's trying. See, and again, that's the good thing about small positions. I took a small position, 20-25 shares on TVIX. It's obviously down big, but I mean, I can hold it because I know the market is going to pull back again at some point. I mean, if worse comes to absolute worst, I can hold that position for weeks, months if I needed to. I don't think I'm going to have to hold it for months or anything, but I can literally hold it until it goes green. I was actually green on it by, like, what did I say a couple days ago, like $6-8, something like that. But I don't think any of us really expected the market to go green the entire week. So, anyways, I better stop looking at Walmart before it goes red or something. HTZ also starting to show some staircase upward. Yeah, right now, I mean, we're just kind of sitting. I'm not taking any positions right now just because I want to see how high this market's going to go. See how high everything's going to go before placing any puts, or how low anything's going to go before placing calls. NUAN, we might be potentially putting some calls on that. Starting to attempt to keep coming up. So 30 minutes, let's cut it down to 10 and see how that looks. 15.
For the F series, so it's not like you're going to see a drop off at the dealership. You're not going to see any of the trucks at the dealership. You will see them there, but there is an opportunity here for Ford's competitors to potentially pick up a little bit of ground in terms of market share. Ford, when it comes to full size pickups, has long dominated this market, but GM has been nipping at their heels and has done a nice job, especially expanding into mid-size pickup trucks in the last couple of years. There you see Ram and Toyota as well. Bottom line is this, guys. The F-Series, they don't have the parts. The supplier had an explosion and a fire, and it's going to take a while for them to figure out how to get those key components flowing again. It's not like they can just flip a switch and go to another supplier. They have got to figure that out, and that would mean...
Just see how much those cost.
Phil, speaking of fires, a different kind of fire, one involving a battery, is why the NTSB was looking into this.
Wow, these are cheap.
Yeah, this was a crash that happened on Tuesday. Two 18-year-olds were killed in their Model S. It hit a barrier. There was a fire afterwards. The NTSB
I'm gonna wait till it pulls back, and I'm probably gonna take that position.
In announcing the investigation, the NTSB said that it will be focusing on the
$25. I mean, you can't beat that.
It is not currently focused on whether or not this vehicle was an autopilot.
What about the?
That's been the focus of so many other probes.
Oh, you can only do May 18th. Okay.
People saying, hey, what's going on with autopilot? And again, if you take a look at shares of Tesla, can't stress this enough because I hear this from people. What with the car and autopilot? That is not focus of this NTSB investigation.
Come on. They're gonna pull back, damn it. Come on, Walmart, breakthrough.
Experience the 2018 Lexus NX and the NX Hybrid with a class-leading 31 mpg combined estimate.
Lease the 2018 NX 300 for $339 a month for 36.
I'm gonna watch this one closely because when it pulls back, I'm probably gonna take a position on this.
Press gives you the readiest. Because ready gives a pep talk. Showtime. But the readiest gives a pep rally. Holiday Inn Express. Be the readiest.
Your workspace matters. When it's active, it changes everything. And our new Paradesk ProDesk 60 electric standing desk makes it easy to turn any office into an active workspace.
The challenge was to create the most stable electric standing desk for hundreds less than the competition. We started with a heavy-duty frame, and we designed it to assemble in less than 5 minutes. Because of Ameritrade, we definitely have more energy in our office. I would never go back to a regular sitting desk.
To learn more about how Paradesk can change the way you work, call or go to Paradesk.com.
Running a business means I can't waste time.
I mean, hell, the resistance probably won't even be truly till about 13 anyway, so. Just waiting on it still to pull back. I mean, it's kind of. Hell, the longer I wait, the more it keeps shooting up.
Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Learn how screening questions can save you time.
I know what'll happen. As soon as I get in, it'll pull back, so I'm not. I'll just wait. I mean, I'm not gonna force.
Many advisors would say you invest in products you may not need. Probably bad for you to take.
HTZ is still having a little bit of trouble breaking through 1740.
Fiduciary. Fiduciary is the highest standard for a financial.
Shit.
It requires us to put our clients' interests
You kidding me?
above our own profit. Fisher Investments has been a fiduciary since day one.
Is your financial advisor acting in your best interests? Call for your free report and learn from legendary money manager Ken Fisher. 9 retirement planning mistakes to avoid. We'll show you how to avoid high fees, running out of money, working with the wrong advisor, and more.
If you have $500,000 or more to invest, talk to us. We'll give you right and responsible advice.
Get your free report. Call 1-800-815-8769.
Why don't you get some advice that isn't based on commission and that puts your interests first?
35. You better go back down, you piece of shit.
Fast and Furious Supercharged. Right now at Universal Orlando Resort.
Busy morning here at the NYC, largest IPO of the year. AXA Equitable Holdings about to make its public debut. We're going to talk to the CEO, Mark Pearson, as he begins trading. Prices at 20, which was below the range, indicated 19 to 20.
There we go.
So keep your eye on that.
Yeah, not the best open, at least not what they hoped for. Call it the stealth rally in
Come on.
the sector in the midst of a 5-session winning streak, if you haven't noticed. It's led by the big cat names such as Apple, Facebook, Amazon. The IPO market hot as well. Twice as many tech IPOs so far this year, at least versus 2017, which to be fair wasn't a great year for technology IPOs. Cisco's
Man, this thing just does not give a fuck.
Chambers is here with us at Post 9. He now runs his own venture firm, JC2 Ventures. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here.
David, it's a pleasure to be back with you and Sarah and Carl. Good to be back.
And it is nice
I mean, it really needs a pullback too, so. I'd like to see it go back under 1280. We got close, but
Not resurgent, China and other countries as well that are more focused on it. Why though? I mean, we're Silicon Valley. Come on.
Well, exactly. I was 128 Boston at one point in time. It used to be the Silicon Valley of the world, and now it's no longer on the radar map in terms of IPOs and startups. I'm concerned in what I'm doing in my new focus. It's a spatial purpose focus
wow.
focused on innovation, focused on startup and job creation.
I'm regretting not hopping in now.
We number one in innovation in 2013, Bloomberg Index on innovation. Today we're number 11. We used to lead the world in terms of startups. Our startups were at a 40-year low.
Pull this shit back.
From the 143 high-tech startups being funded per year to 743 in just 4 years under the firm's leadership. We see the number of unicorns in the U.S. dropping from 61% of the world's numbers to 40%.
There we go.
So the trends are going the other way. We need to make this a national policy. Innovation will come from startups. All job creation will come from startups. Big companies you're talking about will not add headcount over the next decade. We're going to destroy a lot of jobs with artificial intelligence and digitization.
I don't understand why this is happening. The rest of the world may be getting more aggressive, so our percentage may be going down. But why else? Is it perhaps the presence of these giants such as Apple, Facebook, Google, and others that, almost in a sense, as some critics say, prevent further
God damn you.
No, I actually don't think so. I think we very much control our destiny here, but we're the only country in the world that not only does not have a digitization program, we do not have a startup program. So I'll be with President Macron next week at VivaTech, and we'll talk about startups. I'm the French tech ambassador. Can you imagine the U.S.
If I'm wrong, but I'm not chasing it.
the ambassador for American high-tech? That's what Macron's done. And when Macron goes to India, he was kind enough to bring me with him on his presidential delegation to meet with Modi. They're thinking out of the box. They're dreaming what's possible, and they're moving with the speed we're not. So the numbers, French startups,
Uh-oh.
the worst place in the world to do business.
HTZ on the rise.
Dinner, or perhaps to meet our wife or her husband. But the last thing you do is start business there. They're about factor sixfold in 4 years. Our issue is there's no entitlement. The U.S. has to move faster. I'm going to try to be a role model for that in JC2 Ventures. We're in 14 companies, literally 10 of them we've announced publicly. And they span the gamut of tech automation, how this becomes normal things and everything from drone security all the way down to solving world hunger with crickets, which I think
Walmart is, man, come on, break 83 and go up, please.
your excitement, all the way to electricity being capable at the edge of the network, decentralization of technology, and if it's going to the edge, still want electricity. So I have the honor to be everything from drones to open transparent government to security to solving world hunger with crickets being our next form of protein data. The VC's got $1 trillion in dry powder, right? So there's money waiting. Yes, there is. But there's, as Steve Case has worked on, sort of this geographic problem in the distribution of capital. Yes. Can it be done privately, or does it have to run through the White House, the administration? Two separate questions. Can it be done privately? The answer is yes. We need a policy for each state.
NUAN and PLNT.
That's what Modi is doing in India and all 29 states. We need a policy to become a startup nation again. Don't take our leadership for granted. It is not a gun. And we're falling behind at a very rapid rate. Innovation will come from startups. The big companies will continue to innovate, but not the speed needed. The big companies will not add jobs in this next decade in total. If we don't get the startup engine back to where it was in the mid-90s, and you all saw it, what was it, 706
Fuck.
IPOs in 1996?
Oh, shit.
34% GDP growth. We created 22.5 million jobs last time America got a raise.
I mean, it's just getting rejected by the one on the SMA on the 1 day over and over. I just feel like it's gonna pull back still. Either it's gonna consolidate and go through, or it's gonna pull back pretty heavy and maybe retry it again. if you hit 13, awesome. Then I'll wait for you to pull back again and place one at 13.50 instead. HTZ, I'm up $13, which is roughly 60%. How's it going, Aunt G? Good morning. Walmart finally broke 83, thank God. See if it can keep going up. HTZ we're up on too. G is going up too. Damn, everything's starting to push up this morning. Knock on wood. I don't know what's gonna happen here with NUAN. I've been liking it. I mean, there's some positives and there's a lot of positives and some negatives, but overall, I mean, I'm loving options. I mean, close a 3M position yesterday for 71% profit. It went from down about 20% to up 70% in about an hour. So I mean, I love it. I mean, it's fun stuff. Right now we're up roughly 60. Let me look at it actually, so I'm not guessing. Right now we're up 75% on Hertz calls as well that I just placed yesterday afternoon. NUAN, I'm looking at maybe placing a call, but I want to see it either pull back or break through 13 and then wait for it to pull back again. This SMA on our one-day chart has been acting like a hell of a resistance. So, I mean, it's getting. I think it'll end up breaking it, but like I said, I either want to see it pull back more because it will retest it again, and I think once it retests it again, it'll bust through. But I want to see it either go ahead and bust through, or I want to see it get rejected and pull back a little bit, and then I'll get in for like $25 because it's like $35 right now. It's probably like $40 now. Yeah, it's still $35, but those are $13 calls. But we'll see what happens. So we're at 13 now. Let's see if it can break. HTZ's also, wow. That's funny, HTZ went up more. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, Robinhood's a little behind. So it might get rejected. Like I said, I want to see it either bust through or pull on back. But wow, HTZ we're not doing too bad on. These Walmart calls are back up 57%. I'm really wanting to put a position on this NUAN. I haven't made any positions yet, but this one, I'm really liking the setup. But again, it needs to break or get rejected. I've been watching it here the last 5 or 10 minutes. Again, I'm not going to chase. I probably should have just got. I said if it would have went into the 1270s, I was going to place a call, but I didn't do it. Now I kind of wish I did. It dropped down to 1279. But I didn't place a call, so oh well, it is what it is. It looks like it might hold above 13, but we'll see. If it does, then what I'll do is I'll wait for another pullback, then I'll place a 1350 call or something. We'll see, depending on the pricing. How are you all doing this morning? I don't know how many we got of you in here right now. I haven't checked in a little bit. Got 5 of you tuning in. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Yeah, I seen that. I mentioned that a little bit ago. That's what I was saying. I was like, good thing is my position is so small, I'll just hold it until it goes green. I mean, we all know the market's either going to shit, pull back, something at the minimum anyway, so I'll go green on it eventually. But for the time being, Right now I am up 66% on these Walmart calls again. One of them, I have 3 different positions on Walmart calls. One just now went up to 68% profit. Another one just went green as well for 10% profit. And the other one is still slightly red, but we'll see what happens. Oh, and UAN. Damn, you'd have to go up to 14. That IV rank 2 is a little high for my liking. Good shit, Walmart. Keep going. And Hertz too. Up 78% on a Walmart position. Wow, we have doubled our money on Hertz calls. Good shit. Started out today really red. It was ugly. Right now, for the total account, we're up $89 on Robinhood, which is 18% for the entire account. And that's including my puts that are really red, like MU down $36, Shaq down 40, Apple down 51 total. So, but yeah, overall, I mean, we're up about $100 this morning, so not too bad. How's it going, NYC? Urbanista? Yeah, so far, we're just now starting to go green a little, knock on wood, it looks like, so not doing too bad. Wish my G calls would go green, but that one, it's been glitching. I mean, something's just up with that one, but it'll say I'm up 400%, then it shows I'm down, like, how much does it say I'm down right now? It shows I'm down 40%. Like, when it was down, it said I was up 400%. Now that's up, it's saying I'm down 40%. So something's kind of glitching with Robinhood with G currently. But so NUAN. This reminds me a lot of Hertz, to be honest. Because Hertz had this huge pull down, and then you see it kind of, it's just been really shooting up ever since it kind of bottomed out. I'm really starting to think we formed a bottom here. Josh remembers how Hertz was kind of moving. Hertz kind of did this same thing. It flirted like it wanted to come up, and then it shot down, and now it's finally going back up. So, yeah, I'm kind of taking the same mindset that I did with Hertz with NUAN right now. So yeah, I'm starting to like how this is forming up too. These are only $10 too. $14 calls. Calls at 14, I should say. It just ain't showing no signs of stopping right now. Has like 1, maybe 2 red candles, and on back up it goes. You know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and take 2 positions if they'll give them to me for $9. How much would it have to come down for me to get it for $9? fuck? These are June. I want no damn June calls. See, that's bullshit too. Because when you try to buy it at the actual price, it won't fill you. So you are automatically down. Whatever. Walmart going back up. So with this one, I want to be notified. Right about here. Not quite 13.50. We'll say 13.45. What is EQH? You probably can't do options on it though, I bet. Supposedly it's the biggest. Yeah, options are not available. If you're into IPOs, apparently EQH is supposed to be the biggest IPO of the year. Nice. Back up 85% on one of these Walmart calls. We've at least broke even on all Walmart calls now, so thank the Lord. Overall on the entire account, we are up still about $100. We're up 19.7%. Overall, some stuff just dropped a little. Walmart's pulling back slightly. Let's pull back about 10 cents here. Got 6 of you tuning in. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Having a good morning so far. Myself, for the most part. Obviously, it could always be better. But that's the thing with calls and puts. One day, you're going to have red. Or not one day. Like, some are going to be red. Some are going to be green. Again, it's just sticking to your plan. Like I said, I'm going to close a few red positions. I mean, who doesn't, right? But, $4 green so far. Good shit. Search you. Did you get in? What'd you get in on? HEAR? Well, is it still going up? Wonder if you got in HEAR. You got an HEAR on the pullback, maybe? HTZ still going up. Love it, love it. HER and Walmart, good shit. Bought Walmart on the dip. I almost wish I bought Walmart calls on this. I wish I bought Walmart calls on this dip for May 18th. I didn't think about it. I should have looked at the price of them. If I would have, I bet you I would have got some. Man, I have to pee already. We're around the resistance where we were at yesterday. Nice. So you're up about $1 on that already. Hell, there's a quarter of your profits right there. Good shit. But we're right around our resistance yesterday. That you can see this has kind of been a resistance right around 83.45 to 83.50 has been a pretty strong resistance. And you can see again our RSI, it keeps being highly overbought right around here. So even on our 5-day it is. Difference is that we're hitting it a lot quicker today than we did yesterday. I mean, we hit it yesterday morning too, but it was a lot faster yesterday morning. But yesterday afternoon we tested this again. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if we can bust on through here. If we can bust through 83.50, be interesting to see what can happen. Hertz also, everything's kind of consolidating a little bit right now, it looks like. NUAN, shocker, pulled back right as I got in. As long as it holds above 13 though, I'm not too worried. Let's see if we can break through right here. See, 83.50, man, that's the number to watch. If we can break 83.50. You got out at 83.60? Oh, you're going to get out at 83.60. Yeah, I mean, if we can break above 83.50 and hold it, we're going to go a ways. We're going to go a ways up. I wouldn't expect like a 5% day or anything, but this could easily end at green. Obviously green, but it could easily end up 2% on the day, maybe even 3%. But again, we got to bust through this first. I look for it to maybe pull back just a little because, I mean, we are still at 73 on our RSI. But who's to say? We'll see. HTZ still running. But really quickly, while everything's running, I'm going to go use the bathroom really quick because I have to take a quick piss break already. Hopefully I won't have to for a little while. I'll be right back, guys. Wow, I over doubled my money on HTZ already. I'm up 115%. That's what I'm talking about. But I'll be right back, guys. Now 120%. Awesome. Alright, we are back. Wow, we broke it finally. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. We're up 98% on one of our Walmart calls. Everything is green now for Walmart. Awesome, awesome. We're up $130. $130, up 26% on the account on the day. We're up 125% right now on Hertz. We are up 102% on one of our Walmart calls. We are up 37% on one of our Walmart calls. And we are up just a little over 7% right now on some of these other Walmart calls. Woo! Never trust your gut feeling, made plenty of wrong decisions. Boom, Walmart. I know, yeah. I mean, but the thing is that's where you gotta adapt. Like, see, I put a bunch of calls on Walmart. We're up over 100% on multiple things right now. So yeah, that's one of those things where you just have to equal out your. Like, I still have red position. Well, they are red. I still have puts that expire next week. We're gonna pull back at some point. We're up like 5 days in a row, but you might as well just ride the train. I mean.
Nvidia hitting an all-time high ahead of earnings after the bell.
Wow.
How much higher some see this stuff going? That's coming up. TradingNation.cnbc.com. Let's talk on
This is awesome. GBU. Made a little on wire. Good, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff.
It would be easy to second guess yourself, but you know better. Gut check and keep your trading plan on track with Schwab.
Where's Snap at, by the way?
And now it's just $4.95.
God, I hate fucking. Why the hell did I ever put calls on that?
There's nothing small about your business. With Dell Small Business Technology Advisors, look at the one-on-one partnership you need to grow your business. The Dell Vostro 15 laptop. Contact the advertiser today.
Good stuff. REK. Yeah, I'm getting killed on a few too. I'm down 44 on my Shack puts. Whew. Yikes. But yeah, I mean, I definitely have some red positions, but like I said, it's just you have to balance everything out. I mean, overall, we're still up about $130 on the account right now, which is about 26% profit overall on the account so far today. So, get a little pullback here. But yeah, stay green, man. Spy at 271. Pretty close.
But you did raise a lot less than you had hoped for. Are you disappointed with that?
Yeah, I think markets go up and down and pricing is set by markets. We can't control that. Really, what we know we have to do is run our business well, develop good solutions for
Yeah, it's just a pullback. As long as we stay above 50, 45, 50s, I'll be fine. Just a good. We needed a pullback. At least our RSI's finally cooled off a little. Just loading that rocket, as they like to say, fueling it up. Like I said, I think Walmart could definitely end up 2 or 3% today.
based institution, been around 159 years, and we're here to celebrate our listing. So yeah, it's an exciting day.
But, your underwriters at least had targeted a price that was higher than was actually hit. What are the concerns that perhaps need to be addressed with the investor base in terms of at least their concerns about your underlying growth rate, your ability to compete in this market, even though you've been here, as you say, for a long time?
Yeah, I think I think overall the amount of interest, as you said in the introduction, one of the highest IPOs this year, and in our sector, the largest IPO since back in 2002. I think the initial pricing, as you know, is affected by the market and the sentiment towards the sector. But really, what we know is we're in for the long term. That's our business, and I'm sure the value will be reflected as we continue to drive our
Does
business.
being a public company now change the way you run the business here in the United States?
I think fundamentally what doesn't change in our business is how
Up 109% on one of my Walmart positions.
greater visibility as a
We are back up to 130.
more on a level playing field with other
HTZ, where's that one at? It's still around 1773. Has a little resistance around 1775, it looks like.
the value of energy is put into the company. But I think the core mission stays the same.
How's it going? Man, I don't want to mispronounce your name. But how's it going? How's it going? I usually try to pronounce names, but I hate mispronouncing names. But how's it going?
We've seen it changing over the longer term.
Man, this is fucking awesome.
But we really can operate
Up 111% on Apple call. Why I keep saying Apple? Walmart. If I was in Apple, I'd probably be up big too. Isaiah's. Okay, cool. I thought that for a minute, but I was like, man, don't be wrong. So cool. How's it going? How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Walmart, the RSI definitely does get really high once we get near the 8360s. But we did touch 8370 briefly, didn't we? So, whoop. So as long as we just keep on keeping on.
Created big challenges for insurers that didn't expect that, didn't see it coming 20, 30 years ago.
Equitable holdings not in the long-term care market at all. We don't write any of that, but we do provide provision for people's retirement. It's about helping them save with.
G's having trouble breaking 31.
Fixed income annuities.
It's all good. We're up $140 on the account today. There we go. Keep on. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Thank you very much. It's been a great day for us, and thank you very much.
Thanks for coming by. Location joining us, AXA Equitable Holdings, EQH.
Whoa. Wow. I'm up 120% on these Walmart calls out here. Fuck, I love options. Man, if you don't love this stuff, then I think you need to check yourself for a pulse. Man, even if you got in this just for a quick day trade, I mean, you're making some, you're still green, you're making money. But man, options, you can't beat options. What legit company flipping stocks are you going to get 120% return on your money? Legit companies, not some bullshit pump and dump penny stock.
Visit learnfuturestoday.com to see what adding futures can do for you.
So now the 70s are what the 60s were just a couple minutes ago for Walmart.
TD Ameritrade aggregates thousands of earnings estimates into a single data point, where you can keep your eyes on the big picture.
Get back. Much better. Yeah. Well, you really did a number on this thing.
Yeah, I feel you. But just what I always tell people when it comes into options is just don't get too involved with the technicals. Like me, I usually buy 1 to 2 week calls. It's a little more risky. Sometimes I'll push it out a month. I have calls that are about a month out, calls and puts. But for the most part, I'm buying like 1 to 2 weeks. These Walmart calls were 2-day calls. So, I mean, those are really risky. But like I always generally buy about 2 weeks out on my calls, puts, whatever. That's just kind of a safe zone to me, at least. 2 to 4 weeks is a really good buffer zone. But either way, I'm looking to flip my options within days. I've held the longest I've held an option is now since I started, which is just over 2 weeks now, about 2 weeks. I don't even think 2 full weeks. I think I'm just now my second full week. But like just don't get too involved with the technicals. Like yes, there's a whole bunch of Greeks, theta, vega, I mean all this other happy hoopla. But at the end of the day, if you're just looking to flip options, quick profits like this, where right now we're up $53, 112% still on Walmart. I mean, why do you need to worry about theta, vega, all that? I mean, I take a look at it, I glance at it just to make sure it's not like crazy or anything. And you can generally tell by like your buy costs what is higher and whatnot. But generally, when you're looking to flip them quick, to be honest, the Greeks don't matter quite as much at the end of the day. As long as you're doing your technical analysis, reading up on news. Walmart had good news, and they dropped. And they were forming a perfect cup and handle. I don't know how it looks on the 180. Yeah, it doesn't look like a cup and handle still on the 180. But it was forming a perfect cup and handle. Now it looks kind of ugly. But, I mean, took the risk. So far it's paying off. We're having trouble around 83.70. Let's see if we can break through that next. But just don't get too involved with the technicals is all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not saying like be a dumbass. Like, obviously the more developed and more you learn as a trader, the better your trades you're going to have, the more luck you're, not luck, the better, just overall better trader you're going to be. Like I said, I'm still learning. I'm reading up on all that stuff still myself. But yeah, that's just my quick little speech about that. Cruising. Yeah. Do I have courses? No. That's one thing with my channel. I don't sell anything. I don't have any courses. I don't do any of that. Simply because to me, you kind of get quote unquote blacklisted after you have courses and sell stuff. I just put everything out here on YouTube for free. I got scammed myself. That's when I decided to start a YouTube channel. I got scammed. I was young, dumb, naive, 17, 18 years old, fresh out of high school, and I'm just looking at Walmart here pretty hard really quickly because we're kind of near a... Something happens here. But yeah, I got scammed. I was looking at ways to just make money online. I was hating my job. I just quit college. I was pretty much just trying to find something for me. And I got scammed out of about $100 before I realized it was a scam. So then I was like, man, there's so many like just straight up bullshit con artists all over the internet on YouTube and so on. And they generally sell courses and this, that, and the other, pretty much promising you you're going to get rich quick, yada, yada, yada. Or now they're actually getting smarter. They're not promising you that you're going to get rich quick, but they're still promising you essentially, if you do this, go through this course, blah, 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 you will get rich eventually. They've taken out the whole get rich quick because everybody's realized it's bullshit. They're trying to develop and they're trying to stay a step ahead of you essentially. So I was just like, man, you know what? I'm going to start a legit YouTube channel. It's just, I'm not even like really trying to quote unquote teach people. I mean, if I do, awesome. But it's more of just a community, just trying to develop a community of just like-minded people who want to achieve financial freedom. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. We have videos from how to sell books on Amazon. I have multiple videos where I found books for like 50 cents, $2, $5, flipped them for $50, $80, $180 at one point. Videos on how to get out of debt. And then obviously now the stock market. So I mean, that's just it, really. I mean, it's funny because I'll get some hate comments occasionally about how I need to teach myself instead of teaching other people. And I'm like, obviously, you haven't been around my YouTube channel that long, because I'm not really trying to quote-unquote teach people. I mean, like I said, if I do teach people, awesome. If not, I mean, I have a feeling I do teach people to a certain degree. But, wow, Under Armour taking off. But, it's just more about the community more than anything, so... You're doing is great. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just again all about the community at the end of the day. You couldn't handle it, search you. I was thinking about taking these profits, but I still think it's just staircasing until we break right around 83.45. I think 83.45 is now a support. So until we break that, I'm just gonna hold it out for now. Gave our RSI a chance to cool off, so. Like I said, I think we're just loading that rocket up, as they like to say. But you still made profit. So, I mean, you made what? About $1. What would you say you got it again? Like 82.49. So you still made some good profit. Profits are profits at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not going to hesitate if it, like I said, if it breaks the support. That's why I have my cursor right around here, because I was like, I'm going to wait. And if it drops below that, pulling the string. See, I mean, everything's pulling back a little right now. That's why I was looking at too. Hertz has pulled back a little. NUAN's starting to take off though. Awesome. But I mean, everything overall is starting to pull. It has pulled back slightly. But G2, Tesla pulled back some. So I mean, I'm not too worried right now. Overall, the market's a little bit. I'm not even saying pulling back. I mean, you get what I'm saying. We're just having a quick little hiccup here, but. I mean, my account's definitely pulled back. I went from up 130, 140 to up 100, but we're back up over 105. So, yeah, like I said, we'll see. I love this shit, man. I love this. Love this. if you can't get excited over this, like I said, you need to check your pulse. Go see a counselor. I am gonna be careful though, because I hope we're not getting ready to start staircasing down too. So like I said, I'm being cautious here. If it looks like we start staircase down too, then I'll definitely get out. Exactly. That's what I preach the most. Is like people are always looking for get rich quick, all this BS, like a secret recipe essentially, like a secret recipe that the rich have that the poor don't. It's like there's no secret recipe. The secret recipe is pretty much a few things: hard work, dedication being one of the main ones, confidence, which people underestimate, confidence, and shit, there was a fourth one, but I had a brain fart about it. But just, I mean, the recipe at the end of the day is you. Are you willing to go out there and put in the work that no one else is willing to do?
Sessions is leading the charge again. Nasdaq's on a 5-day win streak and is set to have year-to-date gains now above 6. Apple, another all-time high in the session, inching closer to that $1 trillion market cap. Interesting. The
Belief, yeah, belief too. I kind of put belief and confidence like together, because when you're confident, you tend to have belief like in yourself and whatnot. But yeah, belief for sure too. But trend lines are looking good. Cool. Yeah, I think right now, like I said, I mean, a lot of things are starting to pull back a little bit right now. G is, HTZ is, Disney has a little. Obviously, Walmart has slightly. And UAN's even pulling back a little bit now. It was up to like 13.45 briefly. Planet Fitness, I think, pulled back some. Yeah, because it was at 40.08 and it's back to 39.40. So, I mean, overall, the markets are pulling back a little bit right now. But we'll see. I mean, we could definitely be forming a peak here, though. So, I'm going to be careful of that.
Streaming hours up 56, active accounts up 47. What does it say about...
I want to see us get back into the 60s for sure. 83, 60s.
Yeah, well, I think, we are in the midst of a big secular change in video distribution, moving from legacy TV platforms to streaming.
Oh, awesome. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I was wondering. I thought you were new because I hadn't seen you here before. And like I said, I couldn't pronounce your name. I was scared to pronounce your name wrong. Isaiah's. So that'll be easy to remember. Is how it looks, essentially. But thanks a lot. I mean, yeah, I mean, we've grown a lot. I mean, I know I only have like 340 or something like that subscribers. But I mean, half of these subscribers I've gained in like the last month or so. I mean, it's just nuts. Like I keep saying, I cannot even thank you guys enough just like for the support and like the community we've been building here lately. It's just, like I said, I'm not like trying to tell anyone what to trade, how to trade, anything like that whatsoever. It's just, again, building that community of just like-minded people that all have the end goal of just achieving financial freedom in any shape or form. Like I said, I've done Amazon, I've done eBay. I started out, my very first business, I started out detailing cars, mowing grass, I mean, all of that. So, I mean, just a community of just hardworking, like-minded people that we all have the same goal at the end of the day. So, thanks a lot, though. Thanks for the kind words and the subscription. Thanks a lot. We also, I don't know if I mentioned this, we have a Discord chat too. Like I said, everything with me totally free. There's a Discord chat down there too. We have like 20 some odd, like around 20 members in there right now. And I go in a voice chat pretty often in there. That's what I love about Discord. There's a voice chat in there. And we're in there pretty often too. So if you want, you can check that out for sure. They have an app. The app is super clean. It's nice. I love it. But yeah, I forgot to even mention that if you're still watching. Definitely consider checking that out. If you want to stay in touch, that's the best way to reach out to me too. Pretty much 24/7. So, but thanks a lot. Man, this shit's pulling back.
We sell a lot of products on Amazon.com. We're a big distributor.
Come on, baby.
Some videos, so they're a big customer of ours. We do compete with them on the platform side.
Oh, there's your subscription. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, take it easy. Keep on learning. Can't learn enough. Come on, man.
The main thing that's happening in sort of the platform side of our business is that in TVs, TV manufacturers are moving away from sort of their homegrown.
You too, NYC Urbanista. Take it easy.
Virtually every TV company will end up licensed an OS, just like all smartphones have an
At least we're consolidating. Like, we're not like having some huge drop. I mean, we dropped about what, 20 cents, but I mean, that's what, less than 0.25% roughly.
Has the argument for doing that gotten even weaker given
Yeah, about 0.25%. So, I mean, it's a good little pullback. Hopefully we'll start to get going here.
things about streaming is it's just giving consumers a lot more choice. There's more money going into originals. We're seeing more originals.
Yeah, even my HTZ. I probably should have just covered that HTZ profit, but I still think long-term HTZ is going to be an awesome call. And UAN. Awesome. How am I still down? Has this shit not like updated recently?
One of the biggest ways that we've innovated recently in bringing content
Well, we got 7 of you tuning in. Hopefully you guys are having a good day.
movies and TV shows, ad-supported movies and TV shows, and that's really doing well.
Anthony, where does music come in? At the same time as you're making this push in streaming video, there's this other thing going on with Spotify and Amazon.
This kind of reminds me of how 3M was moving yesterday. Because 3M shot up, then it kind of pulled back a little bit, about the same amount. Actually, 3M pulled back about 0.5%, and just consolidated a little. So yeah, I mean, this reminds me a lot of how 3M moved yesterday, and then 3M shot up a lot more. 3M, where's it at now today? Actually, it's at. That's still right. It was at 204. Yeah, it was back up to 204. Has a pretty strong resistance right around that 204.45, but. Yeah, like I said, the entire market's kind of pulling back a little right now, so we'll see what happens. Our RSI is still around 46. I don't see how I'm even down on NUAN. It's probably because that bullshit price point I had to pay for it. Yeah, Facebook. I mean, everything's up right now, but yeah, overall the markets are pulling back slightly. HTZ's attempting to go back up. It was in the 50s, I've seen.
You did post a loss, though. It was a narrower loss than previous quarters. You told the Market Watch that the plan is to grow the number of active accounts on the platform by offering deep discounts on dongles, other streaming gadgets. As you look to push even further into the platform side of the business, how does that play out on the path to profitability?
We said that we are, we're aiming to operate the company on a break-even EBITDA basis, because we want to keep investing as much of that gross profit as possible into this opportunity. I mean, the world is moving from traditional TV platforms to streaming. It's a huge opportunity to be the world's leading streaming platform. So we want to make sure we keep our eye on that ball. And so in terms of lowering prices, we do have a strategy of bringing down our hardware prices, so we sell more units, for our players. But one of the things that's great about Roku is we've built a purpose-built operating system for TV. We put a lot of effort into building the best TV operating system. We are the only purpose-built operating system for TV. Everyone else supports their own operating system. And the result, one of the results of that is that we put a lot of effort into lower hardware costs. So we can actually sell the lowest price streaming player at $29 with excellent performance and still make a positive gross margin when most of our competitors subsidize to get within striking distance of that price point. So we think we're very well positioned in terms of driving scale of our active accounts, and price is one of our levers there.
Finally, Anthony, this chess game between Disney, Comcast, and Fox, do you have any interest in seeing it turn out one way or the other, or any prediction about it?
The see Comcast and Fox are all big partners on Roku. They all have
Pull out of
access on
Walmart.
Roku. They're great partners. I think probably. I think the big picture here is that again, the world is moving from legacy TV to streaming. It's causing big changes in the industry, and so legacy players are repositioning.
That they are. We just don't know how yet. Anthony, thanks so much. Good to see you again. Anthony Wood of Roku, talking to us after
Thank
the
you.
company's earnings. John?
And when we come back, the government announcing a list of companies approved for drone testing. We'll tell you who made the cut and who surprisingly was shut out. And taking a look at the major averages as we head to break. They're all up a little better than a 0.5%. The Dow up 156. S&P up above 2,700 at 2,713. We'll be right back.
More than 25,000 companies run their business in the Oracle Cloud.
Here at Stitch Fix, we are transforming the way that men and women find what they love. Oracle ERP Cloud and Cloud Platform helps us automate our internal operations, gives us visibility into our business, and helps reduce manual tasks so that we can focus on meaningful analysis.
Oracle, more enterprise.
Finally went green on that motherfucker.
Anyone else.
Consistency delivers. Time and time again.
I have a high stress tolerance, don't I?
Success, our priority.
My girlfriend probably doesn't like that because it tends to snap sometimes.
Confident? Kayak searches hundreds of websites to help me find the best trip, so I'm more than confident.
Forgot me goggles.
Kayak, search one and done.
These companies have changed the way we do business. Ambitious innovators who are transforming the economy and altering industry. Now we're taking the same principles on the road for the first ever CNBC Disruptive Thinking Roadshow, May 24th in Los Angeles. Insights from the most disruptive minds in business. How to grow your small business and disrupt your market. For tickets, go to cnbc.com/850roadshow. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Jim had some big ideas about expanding his restaurant and creating a more family-friendly atmosphere. Uniacom Business was there to help. Faster internet that powers Wi-Fi, keeping everyone happy. Plus an entertaining TV and music lineup. The perfect complement to Jane's delicious brick oven pizzas.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Uniacom Business makes it easy for small business to do big things. Love presents
The key to controlling an order situation. Location, location, location.
Gold Run Red's Power Spray. All over redness and odor control with an irresistible scent. Gold Run.
Dinner tonight.
Keep damper from doing things.
With salsa glue, it's powerful relief from flakes and itch.
Welcome back to Squawk Alley. The Department of Transportation announcing who it will participate with in its new drone testing program.
Man, hell no. I forgot to turn this air conditioner up. Hold on. I always turn it down at night because I can't stand sleeping hot, but during the day.
Packages. So this is a new program, moves forward with the DOT in terms of drone use, investigating, collecting data, how these could be put to use around the U.S. But certainly the fact that Amazon is not one of these partnerships, worth noting. Also Vive AI, which is the Chinese drone maker.
Maybe the French are going to put in a good word so they don't have to use the postal service anymore. Maybe Amazon can deliver its own stuff via drone.
Seems that they might be working on something like that. We'll see.
I think it's also worth noting that FedEx is one of the partners in this, and we've seen a lot of experimentation on the drone side for package delivery with UPS. It's the first time really publicly we've seen FedEx come out in one of these types of experiments.
Meanwhile, Walmart gone again after announcing that huge acquisition, its biggest ever, paid $16 billion for that 77% stake in Indian e-commerce company Flipkart. This is what former Walmart CEO, U.S. CEO Bill Simon told us yesterday on this program.
They've also been enamored by the digital pay capabilities that Flipkart has. So maybe there's some ability to take that technology to other parts of the world. So the mix of value in another way.
What's HEL right now?
Let's bring in Robbie Raj, the
Ooh, back down under 13 big time. Hell, be careful with it though, because I mean, it could definitely bounce here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
It's been using that SML on one day as a hell of a bouncing point. Can't believe that thing was pushing $14. That's nuts.
And then sort of what it means for Walmart and the race with Amazon internationally versus domestically. How do you see this playing out? Yeah, you know, if you look at e-commerce, right, or retail in general, they're saying that the top three e-commerce, countries are going to be the US,
HEAR.
and India.
Yeah. I just don't tend to buy hype. Once everybody starts talking about a stock, it means it's time to dump it. Well, yeah, short it. Yeah. It's too bad you can't do options on it. Like I said, I would have put puts on it this morning, but you can't trade options on it.
And so Amazon and Walmart are having a turf war over there. And Flipkart, depending on who you ask, Flipkart is number one and Amazon is number two.
Yeah, that's like me with most like groups and whatnot I'm in.
Flipkart, Walmart has a chance to become the leading e-commerce provider in India.
Robbie, in the U.S., Amazon built out this network of distribution centers, this logistics operation that hadn't been in place before that really enabled them to have the strategic advantage over other e-commerce competitors. Is there going to be an equivalent in India over the next 5 to 10 years?
Damn, hurts.
Visionary companies are going to need to build out between Amazon, say, and Walmart with Flipkart. What is the battleground as far as infrastructure strategically that needs to be built out to win?
Yeah, everything jumped up so quickly this morning. I'm not surprised that everything's pulling back.
But what Amazon has done and Flipkart as well, they've made distribution and supply chain work for Indian conditions. In rural areas,
Yeah.
people are delivering products.
Yeah, you could. I can't believe anyone even still lives in that shithole state, to be honest. You couldn't pay me enough to live in California. Like, I could live for free and I still wouldn't live in California. That's just me, though. I know some people call it, well, they refer to their taxes as the California tax. They said, oh, you're paying for how great California is. I was like, what is great about it that's not in any other state? To me, I'd rather live in Florida than fucking... I'd rather live in Florida. I'd rather live in Texas. I'd rather live in about 20 other states. I'd rather live in almost any other state but California, personally. Liberal communist. Yeah, not to even mention that. Yeah, I try to stay out of politics for the most part, but I mean, when it walks like a duck, talks like a duck.
I told you 5 years ago that your car would drive itself to the airport, pick up your mom, and bring her home. You would have said, I'm crazy, right? But that's the reality. So things like self-driving cars.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love Florida in general. I have a lot of family that lives in Florida, like the St. Petersburg, or a lot of family. My grandparents live in. At least they used to. I don't know. I know they went on this weird RV venture for a little bit, and they were, but they lived in. I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but they do live in Florida. They live in like the St. Petersburg, just south of Tampa area. So.
Coming up, the CEO of IAC, the majority owner of Match Group, responding to Facebook's plans for a dating app, saying his firm will win the dating wars. He joins us to make his case. Stocks up 3.5%. Squawk Alley, we'll be right back.
Panama City. I've never been there. I've been through Tallahassee, if I remember right, but I've been through PCV.
For drug-free sinus relief, get Navage, the only nose cleaner with powered suction to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs.
Yeah, I mean, I love St. Pete for sure. It's been a few years though since I've been back there, but yeah, I love that area.
You know what I'm thinking? I think reverse mortgage loans are misunderstood sometimes. Maybe some retired
Dude, I get so sick of these bullshit commercials pushing bullshit products. Reverse mortgages are a fucking scam. I can't believe that they allow that shit on TV. No state tax. Florida doesn't have state tax? I thought they did. I know Texas doesn't. Texas doesn't have state income tax. Yeah, and I'm actually moving to the Dallas area, so be fun stuff. Man, this market, I tell you.
A reverse mortgage loan from AAG uses your built-up home equity to give you cash now, and when you need it in the future. Pay it back when it works for you, or in one lump sum when you leave the home. The best part, you still own the home, and you get to stay there as long as you want. Don't get me wrong, you still got to pay your property taxes and insurance and maintain the home, but I bet you're already doing that.
Call now for a free, no-obligation information kit to find out how a reverse mortgage can pay for living expenses, medical costs, even credit card bills. Call 1-800-280-4224.
Maybe you want to check that out.
If you're 62 or older and own your own home, the info kit will show you how to access your home's equity to give you cash when you need it. It'll eliminate those monthly mortgage payments and give you the extra money to renovate the home or pay off bills.
I know what you're thinking. Why me? And why AAG? Well, I've done my homework, and I know how dedicated AAG is helping retirees in a caring, ethical way. I trust them. I think you can too.
Call 1-800-280-4224. Sharks. It's in your blood. Always on the move.
Damn.
When they're hungry, stay right.
Oh, yeah, that's badass.
Shark Tank.
I'm surprised too, because another thing I'm surprised about is Florida's gone kind of, at least the last probably, what, 10 to 15 years or so, Florida's gone a little liberal on us, a little bit. They voted for Trump this last time, didn't they? If I remember right. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. Is lately Walmart's been following the Dow. Dow's still going up. Walmart still kind of bouncing right around here. That's why I'm still holding, but we'll see. I'm not gonna be stupid about it. Sparta Moosh. How's it going? How's it going? New at the stock market. Yeah, so this is TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. It's totally free. All you have to do is set up a TD Ameritrade account, which is totally free as well. You just go through it, fill it out like you would Robinhood, and then when you get to where it's saying like fund your account, you don't have to even fund your account. All you have to do is scroll down. It'll say like save and continue later, or save and exit, or something like that. But so you'll just click that, and then from there, you just, from what it's been a while since I did. It's already been a few months. You just go to, I went back to Google and typed in TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim download or something like that, and then I downloaded it. I should probably do a video about that. I didn't think about that because it took me a little bit to figure out exactly how to download it. But I mean, it's not super hard or anything. But yeah, I mean, it's totally free. You don't have to even like fund your account or anything. Like I said, just hit save and continue later, whatever buttons down there. You have to scroll down to see it. But yeah, welcome, by the way. Yeah, and I would definitely use it for your charts because you just get so much more. Like, I don't even look at Robinhood charts like at all, actually, to be honest. I just don't use them because they're pretty useless, to be honest. I mean, you can at least at the minimum get a good feel for what's trending down, what's trending up, etc. But I just have to have my volume, candlesticks, RSI. Like, I have to have all this at least. And I love having level 2 too, but I have to have at least these 3 right here at the minimum. But yeah, like I said, that's totally free to set up. Let me know if you have any issues or anything. G's pulling back a little more. Hertz is still pulled back some. Yeah, markets have kind of pulled back a little. But what's crazy is the Dow Jones is still up almost 200. Like I said, that's why I'm still holding, because generally when you look at Walmart's chart, and actually Adam mentioned this on in his group, he said when you look at Dow Jones versus Walmart, they almost tend to move pretty damn similar. So that's why I've still held on to Walmart. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm not going to be stupid about it and wipe out all of my profits or anything, but we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I mean, I understand the whole getting overwhelmed part. Just don't get like too crazy. Like I was talking about options earlier with a newer person as well with options. Just don't get super caught up in like the technicals. Obviously, just take it slow, learn. I suggest you also with the Thinkorswim platform, they have a free like simulation trading, which is like paper trading. It's like trading with fake money, essentially, pretty much like a video game is how I describe it to people. And it comes with the program. It looks just like this. The only difference is your data is going to be slightly, it'll say like delayed data by like 15 minutes, but even then it's like who really cares. You're just kind of getting a feel for it. And then with that, you can start trying to like flip stocks and whatnot. Kind of, they give you like 10,000 or 100,000, some amount of money. And what I tell people to do is like use the amount of money that you think you'll use when you're first starting out, which like for me was about $500. So I played around with like 500 fake dollars. And there's also apps on the iPhone you can use as well that have simulation trading. So it's just like dipping your toes in the water, getting a good feel for it, playing around with some stocks, seeing if you're, and I mean, take it seriously, like read charts, see if you like a certain stock, do it with the paper trading, see how it goes, and then rather learn with a fake account or with very small money than learn with a lot of money. I'll speak from experience on that. I think you're new to my channel. In April, I lost over $300 only because of one bad trade, and because I did not learn. I had to learn this lesson the hard way, which is do not invest more than roughly 10% of your total account into one stock ever, period. I invested like 40% of my account, and I lost that much essentially because the stock went to shit. If you want to check out the stock, it's right here, HMNY. I mean, you can see just the past few days how it's been, but you can see this was about where I was getting in it. And you can see just where it's gone. I mean, I got out luckily when it was still in the $2, but I mean, I lost big time on that last month. So one, I would suggest no one touch this with a 10-foot pole. But yeah, just learn, just take it easy. I mean, you have time. You have so much time. It's not worth rushing. And the other thing too is like, why rush and make it a bad experience? Because the last thing you want is to have a bad experience right off the bat trading and then never want to get in the stock market again. That's what like I don't want for anybody. I was almost there last month, in all honesty. I sat there like with my girlfriend and I was like, I don't even like want to do live streams this week. Like I'm not even having fun anymore. I'm losing a shit ton of money. And that's what I was even being honest with you guys. I was like, you guys probably remember a couple weeks back, I mean almost a month back now, I was like, I just have to go to the drawing board. I'm just going to cut everything, start from scratch, and pretty much relearn. So now that I've done that, I've transferred more into options, been having a little bit better success. So it's just all about learning and finding your trading style at the end of the day. I thought I was going to be more of a flipper. I still do flip stocks from time to time, but they only make up about 10% of my entire portfolio now. Options are majority of what I do now. It's just me. It's my preference. I like the fact that I can literally double my money in one day on legit companies versus almost gambling with penny stocks, small cap stocks like I said, I still do that from time to time, but it has to be blatant obvious. Something like HEAR that we've been trading the last couple weeks, and that now just popped like 100% this morning. But yeah, I mean, like I said, just take it slow, learn with the paper trading, and then start out with a very small amount of money, like 500 or less, just to, again, dab your toes in the water, take a few small positions that you're confident in, and then see what happens. And then don't get discouraged too. Like, set your limits. Like, I used to literally write my stuff on paper. I'd be like, where I'm going to get in, where I want to get out, there or before, where I want to get out, and where I will cut losses. So, like, just have a plan and stick to your plan. And adjust when needed. Don't adjust just because your heart's telling you to. Adjust by looking at the charts, looking at everything, taking everything into account. Oh, shoot.
On dating platforms.
First of all, I think there's lots of ways that people can connect, and that does exist on our platform. People can have common ground in all kinds of different things, whether it's a religion or whether it's having visited the same place or having friends in common or things like that. All those things can pull people together, but these are things that we've optimized for literally 23 years.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good day. I know I kind of got off on a little rant there almost. Hopefully the newer people hopefully that helps the newer people out a little bit. And hopefully you guys are having a good day so far. I'm having a decent day. I was up a lot more about 30 minutes ago. Obviously Walmart's pulled back a little bit here. But believe it or not, I've stuck it out because, again, I have a plan. And my plan's not looking like it's getting disrupted at all. Our old resistance became new support. So I mentioned that I was probably going to get out once it hit around 83.45. I did not because, I zoomed out. I looked. Our old resistance became a new support. It bounced right around 83.20. So, yeah, I mean, I'm still in it. No big deal. Everything pulled back slightly, and now everything is slowly starting to go back up. Dow Jones is still up roughly, let me take a look here just a second once it pulls up. 10-year yield's up a little bit too. That's probably why we've seen a little bit of pullbacks. It was down to 2.96. It's back to 2.977. It could have a little bit to do with it. Probably not much because it's still down from yesterday. But NASDAQ's still up 50.7%. Still hasn't shown the Dow Jones. It's showing everything but the Dow right now. But maybe sometime today. Apparently they don't want to show the Dow right now. S&P is also up a little bit. Dow Jones is still up 170. It was up in the 180s for a little, so that's probably why we're again seeing another slight pullback here. It gets a little annoying at times, but nothing ever goes 100% as you expect, ever. That's one thing you'll learn too.
Anywhere in the internet and said, hey, give us all your conversion data for the last 20 years. Of course, they're not going to do that, but you can do that with one of our businesses, and that's really helpful to operate.
Wasn't the whole episode, though, I mean...
Wow, even HTZ pulled back pretty hard. It got rejected hard at $31. Got to literally $30.99. And UAN is still hovering around that $13.40, $13.50. Oh, shoot.
We deliver a better customer experience every day. Those giants, don't worry. We can compete with giants in every one of our businesses. We compete with giants in Angie Home Services today.
press releases. Google has done press releases. And what we're trying to do in all those cases is make sure our customers are happier. Make sure our customers keep getting the product that they love. Make sure, we have two-sided marketplaces in a lot of our businesses. Our
Is
in
it?
Angie Home Services,
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if HER. Okay, so it did just go below the 1-day SMA. Be careful because it could be. You can see these staircases going down for sure, almost like Walmart. Like I said, the whole market's kind of pulling back a little still. It's trying to regain its track and go back up, but I personally would wait until about 12:40. Obviously, you're missing out on a little bit of profit, and yes, it could obviously just boom past it, but I personally would wait until you get back above your SMA on the 1-day personally. But yeah, I mean, it could potentially shoot back up, but I just don't get confident after something goes up over 100%, starts to come back down. It's down like 25+% from the high, if not more. We'll see though.
implications. I think that's not something we've spent time on.
And then in terms of your earnings, you called Vimeo one of the most underappreciated assets in your portfolio. Why?
Because if you look at IC right now, we own 87% of Angie Home Services. That's worth, I don't know, $5 or something billion. If you look at Match Group, we own 81% of that. That's worth, I don't know, $8 or something billion. And then we have some cash too. And if you add
I
all
thought I heard something about AMDA yesterday too. I don't like it personally.
any value to video there, I didn't assign any value to our.
I don't think I don't think you can do options on that one.
I didn't assign any value to our applications business that just did $25 or $30 million of EBITDA last quarter. And those things are all in there that have real value. Video is in a huge category. It's got recurring subscription revenue. It's got
Can you?
unbelievable loyalty among their customers. Customers are staying for an average.
Oh, load, you piece of shit. I don't think you can.
Outside of IC, this would be putting some crazy multiple on it, raising money in the private market, and that's why I say underappreciated, because right now
Oh, yeah, I don't think you can.
of negative $2.8 billion.
SPY's obviously hurting bad. Like I said, most of these are puts. Apparently, fucking, yeah, not a surprise. It'll come back down. I was down on I big time before, and I went from about down this much actually to up this much in a matter of the time it took me to use the bathroom last week. So I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, most of these are puts, which is why most of this is down. As you can see, PP. Couple calls that aren't doing good, obviously. PP. That one's probably going to do well today. PP. But obviously, that's because the markets are up. But no, I don't like AMDA anyways. I mean, anything that's that low, like to me, a limit that I really set for myself anymore when it comes to like quote-unquote penny stocks is like 250 anymore. Like at first, I was messing with penny stocks that were like under $1, had horrible results with it. And then I was messing with some that were around $1, a little over $1, between that $1.50 mark. Again, not very. I mean, again, everyone has their own thing, but me personally, when it comes to penny stocks, generally speaking, around 2 to 3 plus is like where I start messing with it. Which obviously, tons of people have their own opinions on what's penny stock, what's not. Some say it has to be under $1. Some says it has to be under 5. Hell, I've heard some say anything under 10. I don't really see that, but I go by the general rule that under $5 is a penny stock still. But like, to be honest, I almost still refer to HEAR as a penny stock just because I seen it back when it was like in the 4s. And I know it could easily go right back down there, but I don't like AMDA personally. But I mean, if you see value in it at all, then by all means, do a little something, and hopefully it works out for you.
Hi, Carl. I spoke exclusively with the chief UN sanctions investigator, who detailed how the North Koreans are still violating the UN sanctions.
Yeah, no options. G's trying to come back up, it looks like.
This highly secure and nondescript office in New York is the headquarters of the UN panel of experts, led by Pete Griffiths. Griffiths and his team of investigators monitor compliance with UN sanctions imposed on North Korea.
Do you all want to see, since the markets are kind of just yo-yoing a little right now, do you all want to see a totally spoiled dog? Oh, hopefully I'll mess my camera up. That's about a spoiled brat right there. It's my girlfriend's dog. I guess he's alright. He is a spoiled brat though. He knows it.
That's when North Korean ships buy desperately needed but prohibited oil from other ships at sea. Like this ship.
Hopefully I didn't mess my camera up. I feel like we're a little crooked. There we go. It's a little better. Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, I almost hated him at one point. Like, he was such a bad puppy. We got him when he was like this big, and he was just boneheaded, man. But he's learned. He's getting pretty good now. He's like, what, 8 months now? Something like that. Definitely a girl's dog. A multi-poo, whatever that is. I thought they were supposed to have curly hair, but he has straight hair, so it's kind of weird. Oh, man. Things just kind of hanging out right now. I won't complain still, because we're not red at least, but stock options and resource. I'll have to copy that so I can paste it whenever I hop off the stream. I'll have to take a look at it. I'll take a look at that, thanks. If I remember, I'll try to bring it up again. Or bring it up again, like I'll try to re-bring it up on tomorrow's stream. Or if you hop in tomorrow and you haven't heard me talk about it, you can bring it to my attention again and ask me what I thought of it. Yeah, market's just kind of hanging out right now. I don't know if we're like, there's no news or anything that's supposed to happen later on today, is there? I just feel like my camera's crooked. For some reason, it looks crooked to me.
When we come back, the trading app that is surpassing E-Trade in user numbers. We're going to talk to the CEO of Robinhood.
Uh-oh, I'm going to talk with the CEO of Robinhood. Apparently Robinhood now has more users than E-Trade. That's interesting. I'm telling you, Robinhood's going to end up, I'm telling you, by the time all's said and done, you're going to see commissions at $1.95. I guarantee it. You'll still have 50-cent contracts for like options and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, Robinhood's definitely changed again. We talked about this, I think, earlier this week, actually. I mean, Robinhood's a disruptor. Damn, dude, putting your claws all up in me.
Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer need or can't afford? Now you can sell your policy for an immediate payment.
We bought life insurance when our kids were young to protect their future.
Our youngest just turned 40. We no longer needed the coverage.
That got us to thinking about letting our policy go. So we did some research and called Coventry Direct. I learned that you could sell all or part of a life insurance policy, even a term life policy. Turns out, people have been selling policies like ours for the past 15 years.
Your breath stinks.
We sold that policy. Now we have money to help with the mortgage.
And to add to our retirement.
If you have $100,000 or more of life insurance, you may be a candidate to sell your policy. Call 1-800-377-4600 or visit CoventryDirect.com. 1-800-377-4600. Coventry Direct. Redefining.
Man, this is taking forever.
If you spent years building your
I can't complain. I better not complain. If I complain, it'll go down. Like to submit trades, yes, because it's TD Ameritrade, and I think last time I checked, their commissions are like $5.95 or something like that. Between $4.95 and $6.95 per trade. That's why I said, like, I use Thinkorswim just for the charts, and then I submit most of my trades from Robinhood on my phone, and also Tastyworks for options. But to actually use Thinkorswim, no, it's totally free. Like I said, you have to, you don't even have to connect your bank account, like where it says add money to your account or whatever. Just hit save and continue later. That's all you have to do. This damn dog needs to go outside. I'll be right back, guys. He chooses the perfect time as soon as shit starts going back up. I'll be right back. You go outside? Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's totally free to use Robinhood, so, I mean, totally free to use Robinhood, totally free to use Thinkorswim, so, yeah, I don't personally use, TD Ameritrade, like, for any of my trades, though, if that's what you're wondering.
In your latest writing, you bring up slower M's, as in M2, one of the monetary fundamentals that many pay attention to, but long ago we stopped paying as close attention to the M's. It's hard to, there's so many things that are sort of like money, think Bitcoin, but yet the effect is the same. Why don't you run us through why you're nervous about the retraction in M2?
Well, I think
That I don't know, because I don't invest in any marijuana stocks personally. And I think that train's kind of taken off already. That was like, they had real, I mean, it might still be going, like I said, I don't know anything about the marijuana stocks or anything, but, I heard that, like, the last week or two is really their biggest week, so they might be pulling back now. So be careful with those either way. Like I said, I don't know. I could be totally wrong there, but, definitely be careful with those. They're almost like penny stocks, to be honest. But like I said, I don't invest in them. But I think they might have, it isn't Quran or something like that, what's the word I'm looking for? Marijuana stock. Chronos Group, is that a marijuana stock? If so, that one's on there. It's up 1.5% today. But no, like I said, I don't invest in any of those personally.
when factors of production are overused relative to other factors.
I wonder if Serchu's still watching. He's telling me to hop on out of Walmart. So I say stick with your plan. I mean, I probably should have just sold all of them for the profit, because all of them were actually green, even though my one, my biggest one was only up like 10%. But I mean, that one Walmart call, I was up like 120% or something. The other one, I was up like 50%. And the other one, I was up like 10. I probably should have just sold. That was stupid. But we'll see what happens now. I don't know why I'm in such a use the bathroom mood today. Fuck. Guess I'll do that whenever I have to let my dog back in. That way I'm not getting up 3 or 4 times. I try to not get up hardly at all, but one, you kind of need to. I mean, even science says you should get up science says actually you should take a break, or like a 15-minute break every hour or something like that, supposedly. I don't believe that. I think every 2 hours is fine, but.
With Fidelity's real-time analytics, you'll get clear, actionable alerts about potential investment opportunities in real time. Fidelity, open an account today. The sun comes up, the sun goes down.
So we're back up 68% on one of the Walmart calls. The other one just broke even, and the other one is still down about $18 again. That's what I was saying. I should have just sold earlier, but I mean, the day's still young. We're just now coming up on getting close to the lunch hour. The other one just went positive. Walmart's been one volatile motherfucker lately. HTZ's having a little bit of trouble gaining back on its ground. So is G.
Now, it's one thing to make a mistake that actually costs you money. It's something else to miss out on a good investment. If you're going to play the game of woulda, coulda, shoulda, one of the biggest financial basics that they talk about, ones that you miss, that's just pull out a high-quality product.
That's it. All night finish our history video final. Get from 6 a.m. upload deadline. File 46 and
Hopefully you guys are having a good morning so far. And I don't know if we have anyone new yet that's not a subscriber, but if you're wondering, like, yes, we go live every single morning, at least through the lunch hour, generally, unless if I'm, like, deadbeat tired, because I still have an overnight job, even though I only have, like, a couple more nights there, thank God, because I'm moving to Texas, but, unless if I'm, like, deadbeat tired from that, then I don't, but I've only done that once or twice, but, yeah, we generally go live every single morning, at least through the lunch hour, so for the first 4 hours or so of the market, generally, sometimes 2 or 3, but like I said, generally we are here for the entire morning session, so if you're into just networking with a bunch of like-minded people, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below and hit the bell icon down there. That way you'll be notified. Sorry about that. That way you'll be notified as soon as we go live. And we actually do go live just about every single day, actually, other than Saturday. Saturday, I try to upload at least a video, like an informative video. I've been slacking on it the last week or two, but and then Sunday, we have our Sunday stock watch where I pretty much do any breakdowns of like any ticker symbols you guys are interested in for the upcoming week. I talk about what I'm looking at, and then I go into like kind of what you all might be looking at, and we scan and whatnot and look for potential good option plays if there's any earnings on certain stocks and whatnot. It's just a good little hour where we just sit down with one another and just talk it out and have some good conversation. So Walmart's doing about what it did this morning, where we kind of consolidated and had a pretty strong resistance around 45 to 50, 83, 45, 83, 50. We're talking about Robinhood right now, actually. Robinhood raises $363 million for a new $5+ billion vote. Are they about to go public? I'm actually interested in hearing this. It's on CNBC if you guys are wondering. I'll answer your question here in just a minute. I just started reading it, and then this Robinhood thing came on. Isaiah's.
So we make money in a lot of the ways that traditional online brokerages do. So we make money off of margin. We offer Robinhood Gold, and we also collect interest on customers' deposits as well as the securities that they hold. So we've managed to build a business that is orders of magnitude more efficient than our competitors. There's one number that comes to mind to illustrate this point is, as we're announcing today, we've crossed over 4 million brokerage accounts on Robinhood compared to E-Trade's 3.7 million.
Wow, Robinhood has over 4 million accounts, and E-Trade only has 3.7, 3.8 million.
We're able to offer that with, a little under 200 employees. And so I think that really speaks to the level of efficiency and automation that makes our business so unique and so different and allows us to operate at just a totally different cost structure.
Bijou, how do you guard yourself against Robinhood getting a reputation of its most reckless users? I mean, it's one thing to grow when the market's going up. People are happy they own stocks. They're happy they own Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. But if things tank and people have been irresponsible with their money and they've done it on your platform, aren't there risks there? Have you thought about that and how you protect the company against being associated with that potential?
Yeah, it's certainly something that we think about, but we take a step back and we look at what our mission as a company is, which is to make the financial system in our country more accessible to a larger audience of people and really display the next generation of consumers that would have otherwise waited on the sidelines for 10 years before they started saving and investing in the stock market, getting those people to get started sooner. And markets go up, markets go down, but we think it's important for people, especially...
Commission free, though, I don't think there's any other ones. There could be, I think maybe Stash I heard does like crypto and stuff. Maybe like I haven't used Stash. I mentioned that yesterday. I don't think you were here yesterday, but yesterday we were talking about Stash for a little. I haven't used it, but I heard you can like trade crypto and whatnot on there. I don't know if it's free, but as far as I know, Robinhood is like the only one that's like straight up pretty much, other than charging you like the trading fee, that's like pennies if you're wondering. They're the only one that's like commission free as far as I know. That's actually worth a fuck too. I mean, you probably have your other bootleg ones, but Robinhood's like the only legit one as far as I know.
Last week we announced another 2 this week, so it's still rolling out.
I'm wondering if they're going public. If anyone knows if Robinhood's going public, shout it out there in the chat.
It's probably not the right time for us to talk about that. But suffice to say, we're seeing really healthy adoption from people that signed up just for crypto to say, hey, maybe I'm also interested in trading stocks, and vice versa. One of the things that we've always been very happy about with Robinhood is the adoption that we see of new products that we launch with existing users. So, for example, when we announced Robinhood Crypto, we went from that morning that we announced it to over 1 million people had signed up for it in the first like 24 hours.
Well, Bijou Bot, thank you for joining us, the co-founder and co-CEO of Robinhood. I'd also note Robinhood was the number 43 on the 2017 Disruptor 50 list. We'll get this year's list in less than 2 weeks.
And as we have to break, take a look
It's
at the
interesting.
Dow up 200, officially in the green for the year. More Squawk Alley, just a bit.
Apparently the stock markets are back in the green for the year too, so that's interesting. If Walmart could pull its shit together and get back above 83.50, that'd be awesome.
You can put off checking out your Medicare options until you're 65. But now is a good time to get the ball rolling. Keep in mind, Medicare only covers about 80% of Part B medical costs. The rest is up to you. That's where AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, come in. Like all standardized Medicare supplement insurance plans, they could help pay some of what Medicare doesn't, saving you in out-of-pocket medical costs.
Setting your time frame. Like for 1 day, I always do 1 day, 1 minute. Like when I'm looking at live, up to date, I always use 1 day, 1 minute, just so I can like see how the candles are forming and whatnot. Obviously, that's really important for like your penny stocks and volatility in general. At least to me. I put a few other ones. The 20-year I only put on there just when I'm explaining like how the Dow moves or Dow, like the markets overall are moving. I have a 3 or 2, 1 year. And then generally speaking, I think everyone has from 1 year on up. But occasionally I'll like play around with it. Like if I'm wanting to see how a cup and handle's forming, I'll do like 1 day 3 minute or 10 day 15 minute. But you can go in there and always like play with it yourself. But I didn't really mess with mine too much, to be honest. I know a lot of people get really into theirs, and I'm sure there's other videos about that. I should probably look into them myself too, to be honest. But generally speaking, though, I mostly stick with my 1 day, 1 minute, just because obviously like I'm more of like a quote unquote day trader or whatever. So I'm always looking for that live up to the exact minute. That's why your internet connection too. As you can see, I have I don't know if my subscription thing down here is in the way. Let me see. Oh yeah, it is. But I actually have like an Ethernet connection because it's just that much quicker. I mean, it's actually a lot quicker and more up to date.
We span the globe and research every opportunity to help you invest in companies that treat every milestone like a stepping stone. Reach for better.
Man, dude. This is bullshit.
You're watching CNBC. Let's do business worldwide.
Auto industry executives head to the White House. From regulations to innovations, what's down the road for consumers and investors? Squawk Box tomorrow, CNBC. As we said at the top of the hour, Dow positive for the year once again, up almost 200 points. Apple all-time high, Facebook post-crisis high, S&P hanging in well above the 50-day.
It's like the tech investors had a freak out a couple weeks ago about all the things that could go wrong, and now it's like, it's fine.
And this is, by the way, despite the fact that you have those ads released
the judge in the half.
Welcome to the halftime report. I'm Scott Walker. Our top trade this hour, tech's great return. The sector suddenly surging again. Are the market's most important stocks really ready to resume their run? With us for the hour today, Joe Terranova, Josh Brown, the brothers Najarian are here, and so is Aaron Brown, the head of asset allocation at UBS. JJ Kinahan's with us today, TD Ameritrade's chief market strategist. Let's begin with the return of tech. The sector up for a sixth straight day, from chips to the fangs and almost all points in between. It sure looks like this space Pete has found its mojo again. If you look down the list, the Nasdaq up 4.5% month to date. You look at the Qs, the SMH, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, they are all having a great.
And for whatever reason, even though we got
Yeah, really quickly, I'm gonna let my dog in because he's outside, and then I'm gonna take one last little restroom break myself, and then I'll be back here for probably for like the next hour, somewhere in there. We'll see what happens, but I'll be right back. Shoot out any ticker symbols or anything.
we're going to have one over there for unusual activity a little later on, which is kicking in. You know, what's really important to me is when you go back to Thursday and listen to Warren Buffett and what he said about Apple and the economy, and I know I said that yesterday, I'm going to say it again today, that gave everybody a green light to say, you know what, technology's not dead. There is still growth. We already knew there was growth. We'd already gotten earnings from a myriad of different companies out there. And it's about the cloud, it's about the growth, and you see what the valuations and the cash that these guys are generating. All those reasons tell me that tech still has plenty of upside.
It was at Becky's scoop with Buffett on Thursday night that he had put more money into Apple. We've been off to the races, especially that. By the way, Apple guys, new market cap high. Good day. Heading towards a trillion, a couple of weeks now. Absolutely. Heading towards $1 trillion, and now I'm wrong. I thought Amazon was going to get that first, but it looks like Apple's going to. But I think what's good about today is it's not just about technology. It's actually you're seeing performance from healthcare, you're seeing performance from things like materials, and you're also actually seeing REITs participate. So there is as good of a broad-based rally for the S&P as we have seen in weeks today. All right, so Josh, are we back? Is tech back?
Well, if tech continues to act the way it does, then it would not be surprising to anyone to see the rest of the market make a new high. But if tech reverses, again, it's probably for the third time I'm saying this month, but I still believe it, it's going to be very hard for the rest of the market to make that fresh high and make a good advance without tech.
I think so, but tell us, here's the good news. You think it has staying power? Is this comeback for real?
I mean, the trend is up. So the path of least resistance for the most important stocks is obviously higher. But again, anything can happen. I think big picture, it's nice to see the XLF very quietly, financials up 5 days in a row. Really everything working today other than staples and utilities. Also that makes sense. And then I think just look at what's getting us here. It's not just tech, although XLK is about 2% off an all-time high. The Russell is 60 basis points from a record high, not particularly tech heavy. So it's nice to see that trend building.
Okay, finally back here. So let's see what's going on.
And I'm telling you, Scott, I think it will not change.
So Aaron, tech's the thing that lifts the boat. I mean, it's amazing how much better the market looks and feels with tech performing all of a sudden the way it has over the last handful of days.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. What was really interesting about this morning and the CPI.
Again, let's see what we can do here around the 83.50 mark. Had a good rush of volume.
Here is what the market's fearful of. They're fearful of, earlier in the year they were fearful of a growth slowdown, then they changed and now we're more fearful of an inflation pickup. And now that we're seeing inflation
Damn, hurts. Come on now.
and we're not seeing the Fed's reaction function change, I think this gives people comfort that, we're back to the races, we're back to sort of this
I want to see it bounce too. Definitely oversold big time.
increasing but not too close to inflation, and that's a good environment for stocks. It's a great environment for technology.
Doc, I mean, people talk about breakouts everywhere, right? Aaron said we got benign inflation all over the world. So that inflation scare that you talked about is now at least front and center today. How do you see it?
Well, the XLK, to Pete's point at the top, was right around 65 and a half end of April. And since then, it's pushed to nearly 70 today.
That's 6.5% month to date.
I was going to say 7, but you know how
I mean, it's approaching that anyway. Down nearly 200.
Yeah.
And the Nasdaq's doing its own thing today too.
First time since since January, I think, that we're looking at, we hit today a 12 handle in the VIX as well. So that tells you an awful lot because obviously, you know, at the tail end of January, right as we were up there with Josh and everybody for the Super Bowl, you know, we saw that blow up in the VIX. And then we saw the XLV absolutely blow up and get taken out. Now we've got a situation where it's all the way back down to those low levels there. Hit 1293 today. I could easily see us trading in a range that's more like 12 to 16 rather than 16 to 20.
Nothing even regards like the VIX.
But that's really important too, because not only you're seeing equity volatility stabilize, but you're also seeing it being led by bond market volatility. Bond market volatility, if you look at the MOVE index, that's now below 50. It spiked all the way into the upper 70s. We've seen that be the leading factor that's driving equity market volatility down. I think that tells you a lot about the fears that are, you know, subsiding in the economy right now.
If we get back to Apple for a minute too, JJ, I mean, if ever you wanted an example of how important, if you want to use that word, that stock is for overall sentiment and the overall market, I mean, if we haven't learned something since last Thursday, I don't know when we ever will.
Absolutely, Scott, you know, particularly for retail.
Wow, could Apple actually test 190?
3 years in a row, number one trading stock. People really take a cue from Apple overall as much as you want to look elsewhere. Plus, it feels like the psychology of the market has completely changed over the last week too, where I look at things now, I almost feel like I'm looking at things in mid-January, where, you know, Joe mentioned some of the leaders today, but what I think is really important is not only do you see technology, Josh mentioned financial, energy. So every day you're getting, besides the two big ones having to be tech and financials, you're getting other sectors of the economy to come in and pick up the slack.
And UAN also pulled back.
People are willing to go out. I still believe the FANG will sort of be the leader for the next couple of weeks. And we got about 2,700 today, which psychologically is much bigger than technically. But again, a nice thing for the S&P. I also think this is the quarter where you are going to get the buyback by Austin. Yeah, and $100 billion from Apple. Well, there are so many others in the tech space now that the window is open to them. Are they actually going in, implementing those buybacks? I think the obvious answer is yes, they are, and a lot of it's coming from technology. I know Josh has talked about it, but this is the moment where you're going to see the buyback accelerate. So then tell me what upsets this, right? Is it rates all of a sudden getting out of hand? No, because all of a sudden there's already too many people looking at that. I was going to go geopolitics, but now you got the summit on the calendar in early June. Well, listen, the defense stocks are telling you. I mean, that was one of the biggest risks to the market 2 months ago, 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months ago. North Korea, follow the defense. This was here, this was there. Now the leaders are sitting down together. Well, I think the retail stocks still have to come out with earnings. That could be, if they truly missed that.
People won't care. I think people still will. I don't agree. It's a segment that has been a failure.
Which one matters?
That I think people will overlook that. I actually disagree with
Where do you see the moving averages?
If the velocity of that,
Are you talking about
if it jumps, it's going to scare the market.
like on my charts in your studies or whatever? Or are you talking about like the Dow, the S&P? I'm kind of brain farting right now. I'm thinking about 500 things right now. Sorry. But if you're talking about like on my charts or whatever, these are all of those.
And that is not something that's going to change anytime. You have just oceans of cash that are thrilled with a
Man, this 8350 is such a motherfucker every time. SMA. If you're talking about for your chart, just type it in here, SMA, and you'll have, I think mine is, or yeah, that's why I was having trouble finding it too. So you type in simple, then there it is, moving average, and then you click and add it. Mine's at 180 and 0 personally, but and then that's this right here. Some people like having theirs at different points. I like it for mostly, more for anything, my 180 day. Because generally, once this gets broken, it acts as a resistance, which it has for Walmart, you can see. Keeps getting rejected. I mean, it still has a lot of room to gap up, but I don't care if it even comes up that much. But you just change it by, like I said, just type in simple moving. Like, look, I'll go ahead and take it out. And then what you do is You just double click it. There you go. And then how you change it is go in here, and then where it says length, I delete that, put 180. Boom. Oh shoot, I think my color's wrong too. I don't want my color. Ah. I want my color to be green.
We're debating price points versus narratives. The price point can be the same, but the narrative can be very different. There's a reaction positive for the year.
And I think that should be it. Let's take a look. There you go. Yeah. So hopefully that answers that question. Am I blocked? No. Luis, how's it going though? Good morning, good morning. I typed several things on the site. I don't either. I didn't even know you were in here. Yeah, no, I haven't seen anything from you. Maybe it's a glitch in the server or internet or something. Maybe like just something from a technological stand. I don't know what could have happened there, but no, you're not blocked. I haven't had a reason. I've only blocked one person surprisingly, throughout this entire thing, and that was because they tried hacking me. So, no, I generally don't. I'm not a big person when it comes to blocking, unlike some groups. No, I'm not really, because like I said, I'm all about just the networking and whatnot. I mean, we haven't like disagreed or anything anyways, but no, you're not blocked at all. That's weird though. I haven't had that happen before. So how's it going? Good morning or good afternoon now, I guess, depending on where you are. If you're on the East Coast, I forget where you are from, Luis. I think, if I remember right, you're from Los Angeles. If I remember right. If so, it's still early morning where you are, around 8 o'clock. Man, this 8350 is being a real pain in the fucking ass. Fuck. This morning it was a pain in the ass too, but it wasn't this big of one. I mean, shit. I mean, but we also, if I remember right, we had a lot more volume this morning. Yeah. Our volume this morning, once we bust through it, we kept running. Volume 158,000 on the minute. Most we've had since was 54. So.
Finally exploded over the last couple days. Took them off this morning. Take a look also at First Solar, because I talked about it yesterday. It's a commodity play because, of course, commodity prices influence solar energy, and it's a tech play. Bought it yesterday, trading out about half of it today. It's up over 6% today. So, I mean, the stocks that are reactive with energy. I also talked about U.S. silica on the fracking side.
Is the stream doing okay? That's another thing. Well, we got 9 of you tuning in. Hopefully everybody's having a good day, a good morning. Comments aren't coming through. That's weird. Yeah, that's why I was saying. That's why I was checking to make sure like our stream quality was still doing all right. Cause yeah, I mean everything seems to be doing all right. That's weird. I don't think this would change anything. Yeah, I mean there's not. I don't have like any moderators or anything, so no one else is blocking you either. So that's weird. Doing well on Spy. You put some Spy calls. Where's Spy at now? 272 now. Just broke 272. Wow. I'm not. But most of mine expire next week, and we'll have a pullback next week. We're not just going to keep going green for days on days on days.
you got $80 oil starts to change the narrative around this entire conversation about energy, the consumer.
What was I looking at? Hertz is still right around its support now. SPY. Yeah, it's definitely running. Hopefully you're cashing them out, because I mean, we're obviously on a hell of a run right now. It'll pull back, just not today. Yeah, we're at I think, is this a high? I think this is a high since yeah, this is the highest we've been since a long while back. Since back in late March, it looks like, right before we kept. Like I said, if we can hold above 270, and I mean, it'll pull back, but if it can stay above 270 and keep going. I said the same thing whenever we were up here. Everyone was getting excited. Oh my God, 271, 271, 271. And I was like, 271 don't mean shit if we can't hold it. And sure enough, what happened? Back down we went. So I mean, yeah, it's good that we have a new recent high of at least like the last almost 2 months. But we have to hold 270 for it to be a true breakout out of this craziness. Like I said, I expect whatever's going to happen by the end of this month. So it's looking more and more likely like bulls are starting to take control. But until we hold it and keep on showing kind of almost like a staircase pattern, it doesn't have to be like this where it's up 1%, 1%, 1%. But if it can go up like anything, if the highs can keep getting higher and the lows keep getting higher, then yes, back in a bull market. But it is a good sign, though, that we did break 272, it looked like, for a brief second at least. So, good stuff, though. Still waiting on Walmart to break 83.50. Oh, yeah, no problem. Looks like your comments are finally coming back through, at least. Hopefully that's all fixed and whatnot. If it keeps up, like, one, let me know, and then we can both, like, reach out to YouTube about it. I'll probably go ahead and take a picture of this chat, too, just so I can show them that you were saying that it wasn't going through. There we go. But, yeah, hopefully it's all fixed now. Please break 83.50. Fuck. Literally, if this thing could just break out one more time, I won't be an idiot. I'll just cash out my calls this time.
I don't know if a stock with a 42 PE that's had this kind of return, gets it. That PE was so much significantly higher as that stock. I get it, but a stock that's up 113% over the last. I think Hopom does get it.
I hate lunch hour. NVIDIA. Up big time. NVDA is the ticker symbol. Wow, that thing's up over 1,600% the last few years. Well, yeah, when it comes to, like, the SMA, like, moving average, whatever, obviously, like, you all know, I keep stuff simple. Like, I'm not huge on technicals. Like, obviously, I'm still pretty new myself. But I mostly just look at the SMA mostly from the 180-day standpoint. But then also, like, when I'm day trading, I like to see, like, right now, obviously, Walmart is now holding above the SMA on our one-day chart. We bounced at or above it, which is obviously good. But from the 180-day standpoint, I always love looking at it first when I'm considering investing in a stock, putting calls or puts, because, like, say Walmart right now, was up above the SMA based on the recent trend of it being below the SMA, I would probably be putting puts on it, depending on obviously like news surrounding Walmart and whatnot. It could obviously break back above it and then continue on up. I wouldn't look for that until third quarter personally, but we'll see what happens. But just as an example, like say you can see right here it popped up above it. So say this all of a sudden popped above it. One, I'd be fucking ecstatic. I'd be like plus 400% on my calls right now. But two, obviously I would be more willing to put puts on it because you see in the past it's gotten rejected and came back down. So one, I would not invest in if I was looking to flip, obviously. And then two, if I was doing like the options or shorts or whatever, I would obviously put shorts or puts, whichever you like to do, obviously, betting on it going down essentially. And then if something is holding up above the SMA, like I don't know, what is Netflix maybe a good example? Yeah, you see Netflix, it's been holding at or above the SMA. Doesn't mean that it's not going to come down at all. It's just once you go down below it, it then acts as a resistance. You can see it tried popping above it and consolidated around it for a few days, and it finally popped above it. Earnings helped out, obviously, but now it's using as a support. So once it comes down, what would you do? You'd want to put calls, or you're getting it at a quote-unquote on sale steal price, as we like to say when it comes to flipping. So I mean, it's definitely a good tool to use for sure. But like I was saying, like you don't want to make stuff too complicated, but hopefully that's just a good quick little explanation. And like I said, when it comes like from your 1 day standpoint, like right now I was really considering dumping my Walmart calls whenever it started falling down. But what I looked at was, one, old resistances become what new supports generally. So when I saw that it bounced, I was like, okay, cool, that's a new support right around 83.20. So it bounced, and now it also bounced at or above that 1 day SMA, which is obviously generally a good, I don't want to say bullish sign, but it's a good sign to say the least. So like I said, you don't want to overcomplicate things, but obviously you need to know these things too. So hopefully that can help a few people out. Thanks for bringing that to my attention too. God, I hate lunch hour. Should have grabbed one more water while I was up. Guess I can drink this. Look at that volume. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning and staying green out there. So got 6 of you tuning in. If we do have anyone new and you're wondering if we go live like every single day or what we do here, yes, we go live every single morning for stock market trading. We talk about all kinds of stuff from options, futures, penny stocks. We mentioned Forex a time or two, shorting, crypto a little bit. I do that more in the Discord a little bit than in here. But I mean, we talk about any way to make money in the stock market here. So if you're just into, again, networking with a bunch of like-minded people, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button below and that bell icon. That way you'll be notified as soon as we go live. We're always looking to add new people to the community here. So we'd definitely love to have you. And apparently we're at like 341 now. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough for the support. We've literally gained like 100 subscribers in like the last month. It's like, it's just insane. I knew I was probably going to build a little community here whenever I started going live almost every single day for stock market trading, but I didn't think I was going to get like this much like support or build this community quite this fast. Obviously, we're still relatively small, but I like it. I mean, I like, man, 83.50. Come on, break it. But, I mean, it's just fun. It's just fun to sit here and just network, again, with a bunch of like-minded people. Man, we just cannot break 83.50 to save our fucking life. This is fucking annoying. And obviously, I don't hold back. I'm not no little, like, not cussing, not holding back on anything. I straight up show my feelings and everything. So Oh, thanks, and always thanks for kind words. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, obviously, like I'm still pretty new. I mean, I know there's tons of traders who are just like always, just no matter what happens, they're just like nothing, no feeling, no nothing. People sometimes take the whole the stock market doesn't have feelings to like a extreme. It's like, okay, just because the market doesn't have feelings doesn't mean you can't be happy or be pissed off when something doesn't go your way. I mean, you don't want, like I always say, don't let your feelings determine your trades. But at the same time, I mean, if you're not happy, enjoying what you're doing, and getting pissed off sometimes, and I mean, like, what's the point? Like, it's just like working a job then at that point, if you ask me. Come on.
Is adjusting to whatever comes its way in a manner that's not quite as jumpy as it was just a little while ago. Maybe it changes again. Maybe we're at this magic moment where we've got some Goldilocks macro data points, and that's kind of kept us.
HTZ's still pulling back a little bit. That's surprising. I wanted to see it hold above 1750. That's one I probably should just cashed out on. I mean, it doesn't expire until late next week, like the 18th, so I think that's next Friday. But I mean, I was up 125%, so I mean, I'm kind of stupid for not cashing that one out, in all honesty. But if you break down HTZ, you'll probably see why I'm holding. Maybe. Like I said, I might be stupid. I mean, 125% profit. It's kind of stupid for not taking that, but is what it is. What the fuck was that? Yeah, J-Nug, what was the high on it? I thought it was close to 16. I mean, it's still pretty close to 16, but it's having, yeah, it's definitely having a hell of a day. Gold in general is, yeah, gold's up almost $8 too. Gold futures. Well, the good thing is Walmart finally broke above 83.50. Now can we hold it and keep on going up? NUGT better. Yeah, it's nice that it bounced right there too. Let's see. Looks like it's probably pulling back a little bit maybe, or it already did. Hell yeah. Bought that on the dip. Good profits. Fuck, come on, Walmart. Man, you are testing my patience today. On a day, I haven't actually calculated like my daily. I mean, like in my Discord chat, I always tell everyone like what positions I closed, how much my profit lost on closed positions were for the day. Lately, like yesterday, I only closed one position for $10 of profit, but it was 71% profit. So I mean, that was really good. I turned $14 into 24 on that one trade, but yeah, I really haven't sat down and like calculated like how much I make per day, because like I said, I mean, me myself, I mean, obviously we're always learning as traders, but like I'm still really new. So like last month obviously was horrible because of that HMNY trade. It set me back a lot. But so far this month, other than one position, every trade I've closed has been green. So I mean, obviously that's good. Like I said, I'm gonna close red positions. The goal though is to have like a 7 out of 10 ratio, meaning like 7 out of 10 of your trades are green And then obviously you're going to have a couple here and there that are red. And then with those reds, you don't want them to be obviously like bigger than your greens, of course. That's where you, again, limit the losses, maximize the profits. But you said off of penny stocks. I didn't have good luck with penny stocks. Like I said, I still flip a few penny stocks from time to time. But like I said, they're only about 10% of my total portfolio. HEAR was one I've played for like the last week or two. It's been a good 5 to 10% profit almost every time I've traded it. Another one that I flipped once was Acre, but Acre's really kind of been a turd as far as I know as of late. I was flipping it when it was like in the 50s through 70s area. I don't know where it's at now. Wow, it's about, yeah, see, I wouldn't even touch it now. But for the most part now, I do play options mostly. But like I said, I still do it from time to time. It just has to be like a blatant obvious, like, yes, this almost has to do nothing but go up. Like HEAR, it's had such a great pattern. And today it was up over 100%. So, and then other stocks. The average, though, when you think about like an average, your average, you want to average at least 3% a day, generally speaking. I mean, if you can average profit at all every single day, obviously you're gonna have some red days and some really, really green days. But if you can average like 3% of profit per day, you're doing what like 99% of the market can't even do. So if you want to look at it from like a percentage standpoint, aim for 3% a day. If you go over it, awesome. And then if you go under 1%, I mean, if you're just doing consistent profit, again, that 7 out of 10 ratio, as long as you're overall seeing your account go this way and not this way, then you're going to be fine. It's just, like I said, don't get too involved like with the technicals. I know it's easy to do. I've done it myself. I was like, man, if I had this much money in my account and I did this percent of profit, blah, 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 I'd make this much per day. But it never, ever works out exactly how you want it to. That's what I've come to realize. It's just going about, again, just trying to obviously stay green every single day and close as many green positions as possible and don't gamble. Like me, I kind of gambled with Walmart today. That was stupid, but it's still not bad. So we'll see what happens. I'm starting to get a little, like I said, it's testing my patience today. But what stocks do you aim for? Just anything. I mean, everyone always likes to talk about like which ones. I mean, look how big my watch list is. And like I said, I actually need to go through here and delete some. But I mean, my range. I mean, I have Snapchat. Then I have trash like OTIC, MBR. I mean, just look at everything. I mean, there's no specific pattern through there. But, like, really, it's just anything that can make me money, really. That's what I look for. But, like I said, that's one of the things that you kind of just find out, like, as you start actually trading. You start to find out what kind of stocks you like, what kind of trader you think you're going to actually develop into. Like me, I started out thinking, I'm going to flip stocks. I'm going to flip stocks, make like 3 to 5% a day, yada, 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 and eventually do flipping stocks full time. And then I learned about options actually from the viewers. Tyler was one that brought it to my attention. I saw he's making like a 30% plus average on options, plus like 30+% average. And I was like, what is this options shit? This sounds like a pretty cool thing. You can make money on stocks going down. What? So I started looking into that, and I was like, man, I'm going to try out options a little. And I mean, ever since then, I mean, you can lose a lot of money too. It's almost kind of like penny stocks, but you're messing more with companies that are actually like Walmart, like companies that are actually reputable, that you kind of have a good, even if you're, how do I explain it? Even if you're like 70% wrong on how you thought that specific stock was going to move, you still have a good chance on at least making money, because it's just, there's a whole bunch of, like I said, you can get on to the technicals and whatnot, but I prefer options personally, right now at least. I can't believe this fucking thing got up above 83.50 and got rejected again.
0.19% for a $100,000 margin. You know how much your broker charges? Upwards from 7.57% at Fidelity or Schwab, to
to as high as 8.25% to 8.75% with Ameritrade or E-Trade. Move your account to Interactive Brokers and save at least $5,000, or much more if you're trading big bucks.
Oh yeah, my night job's actually at a it's for my local like city government. It's at our local, it's like a wastewater treatment plant. Sounds gross as fuck, I know, but it's like I don't really do shit at all. Especially since night shift, obviously, you really don't do anything at all, hardly. But it's pretty easy to be honest. Like I have rounds that I have to do where I just kind of change some valves and write numbers down to make it look like I've done something, and then I go sleep in my car for a couple hours usually. So it's a pretty easy job, really, and I mean it's really good paying too for someone that has like no degree and nothing like that. It's like 16 an hour. So, and for where I live, that's pretty good. I'd say the average where I live is about 13 an hour, 14 an hour. So it's not too bad of a gig. And this dog's starting to piss me off. And like he needs to go outside again. Okay, Walmart, what in the fuck are you doing? Looks like everything's fucking pulling back again. HTZ still pulling back. G kind of came back up some. Tesla's still up about $1, but even Netflix is pulled. Netflix just went red. Are you serious?
Tweeting futures whenever or wherever off the news of the day.
Turn today's events into tomorrow's profits.
Only on futures.cnbc.com. Today, 1 Eastern. Sponsored by Thinkorswim by TD Ameritrade and CME Group.
All right, we are back. And John and Pete are the results trader with some unusual activities and a pair of tech stocks and a gaming name. Doc, you're up first. VMW.
Exactly. These guys make that car that you drive, Judge. Fantastic beat. No, wrong one. This is a Jeep. VMW, $5.25 rally so far today, Judge. Take a look at this. 143, just shy of 140. That was my first car. That was your first car. That was a VM, but I totaled it. Now, I'm going to try not to total the segment, though, because they're in here buying too late. I know. We're hearing it all. They're buying the 155 calls out in July, Judge. Big numbers here. Like this one, I bought it to answer some of the folks that always are on Twitter out there. I cut my fade at time decay by selling some calls above it. That's how
I hope so. Because, man, I mean, hopefully here within the next few months and all on it. I mean, obviously, you keep compounding your account, learning from mistakes and whatnot. But, man, hopefully within the next few months, this will at least be doing good enough where won't need, like, at least I won't need a job. Hopefully by the end of the year is the ultimate goal. But, we'll see. I'm gonna be selling my car here soon. Cause the car is like, I wouldn't say a beater, but it's like, for one, I don't trust driving it all the way down to Texas. And two, I mean, I bought it originally for $1,000, and I might be selling it for about $1,500 or more today. So, I'll put that into my account. We're selling a lot of stuff, actually. We're trying to like take as little as possible. That way we can obviously cut down moving expenses and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully by this time next year, yeah, you said that, yeah, hopefully this time next year is like vastly different. I hate McAfee. I don't have you guys because you have a horrible product. I have somebody else.
20 minutes. Thank you. Coming up on Power Lunch in 20 minutes.
Wow, Hertz is still pulling back. Good lord. Well, I guess Walmart is too, so I shouldn't be too surprised. But Yeah, see, I put actually all my positions on SPY are like bad right now because they're puts. But just because I was going, like I said, kind of just based off of that recent trend where we'd have a few days green, then we'd have a huge red day. I mean, we had a few days obviously that were pretty green, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put some puts, and so obviously they're down pretty big right now. But like I said, I mean, I'd be shocked if we. I'd be shocked if tomorrow wasn't a red day, in all honesty. I mean, we will have gone the whole week without a true red day. I mean, they were barely green, or they were unched on, what, Tuesday or Wednesday? Was it Tuesday, I think, where we were barely green or barely red? It's pretty much an unch day, I think it was, on Tuesday. But, I mean, we have not had, like, a true red day this week, so I'd be surprised if tomorrow wasn't a red day. I mean, who's to say? Today could easily end up red. I doubt it, but I'd be pretty shocked if we went the whole week without a red day. And if so, we'll see. Like I said, from the SPY standpoint, if we hold above 270, I mean, we're back in a bullish market. And that'd be unfortunate for my SPY puts. But I think it'll be easier to play this market once we either get out of this rut. Once we pick a direction, essentially. If we're going up or going down, it'll make this market easier to play, at least a little bit. At least that's what everybody's been telling me. They're like, if you can make profit in this market right now, you'll be fine once we get back in a bullish market, or at least a stable market at the minimum. So I was like, man, I sure as fuck hope so.
Visit findyourindependengadvisor.com. Get your market fix. Find smart money tips. Catch top CEOs.
What's your response to that?
See the Kramer Remix.
What stocks pick you?
Watch it all online. CNBC's got the clips.
QVC, you can connect with your favorite people up close and personal as they share their passions, their stories, and insider tips from fashion, home,
Oh, shoot. Yeah, if you're wondering why I've been on Walmart like so much today, it's because I have calls that are expiring tomorrow. 4 total contracts, but only three positions. 3 different ones. One of them is actually still pretty green, in all honesty. It's up like 30. What was that, 30? Now it's up like $25. But the others are, one is still a little bit red, and then the other one's about $20 red. So that essentially cancels out the one that's in the profit almost. But I actually had the chance to, believe it or not, sell them all for this. When we were way up in here, the one that's up 25 right now was actually 100 and something % profit. Like I said, that one I'm stupid. I should have sold it. I mean, I'll even admit it. I mean, all of them were actually briefly green. The other one was up. The one that's like break even right now was up. What, about $12, something like that? Like I said, 10 to $15, and then the other one was up about 5 still. But I took a gamble, and like I said, that's the worst thing you can do is take a gamble, and I'm finding that out now. Especially in this market, like we've been mentioning, this is a fucked up market, obviously, right now. But yeah, I think my girlfriend, she said she was coming home, so like I said, we usually come on until we're usually on here until through the lunch hour. So how's it going, Peter? Good morning, good afternoon now, depending on where you are. Good afternoon, good morning. Any good movement in the stocks right? I mean, it's really mixed in all honesty. I mean, overall, obviously the markets are up about 1% right now, but markets are definitely mixed right now. You have NUAN that's trying to go back on the rise. It's up over 1350 now. It has huge potential to gap up. You can see it had a low of 1218, and it's already back up to now 1357. It depends on how you like to play. I do options mostly. So like right now I have calls on Walmart that I was just talking about. I was an idiot for not cashing out on them this morning on this rise up. Still has potential to come back up. I'm liking the fact that it's looking like it's still using our SMA on the 1 day as a support, but and the volume's starting to come back in as lunch hours are winding down. But we'll see what happens. We still got lots of time, about 3 hours left today. HTZ is another one that has potential to gap up another $3 or so within the next week. But yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff really. New to the market. Yeah. Like I said, anyone that's new here, yes, we go live every single morning. We talk about options, penny stocks, not as much as we used to, but I mean, we still do. HEAR is one we played a lot, and you can see how that did today. Penny stocks, futures, inverse ETFs, day trading, swing trading, all forms of trading at the end of the day. So if you're just into networking with a bunch of like-minded people, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and that bell icon. That way you'll be notified as soon as we go live. I try to go live usually at least a couple minutes before market open, but I'm usually like here right at the open at the minimum. So, and I usually, like I said, I go through the lunch hour usually. Like I said, my girlfriend's probably on her way home for lunch. I usually eat with her and whatnot, and then I finish the day. I also go live in the Discord group chat that we have. We have about 20 of you in there. That's like the first or second link in the description. I go in a voice chat. That's what I love about Discord. They have a voice chat in there where we can bounce ideas off one another and just network, and it's easy for you to get like one-on-one time to like speak to me or whatever if you wish, because we usually only have a few of us at the most in there at a time, since we only have about 20 of us right now. So yeah, definitely consider checking out the channel if you wish, and if you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button, and don't ever be afraid to ask questions or shout out ticker symbols. Luis just said Starbucks. We'll take a look at that really quick. I hate Starbucks as a company, in all honesty. I won't be shy to voice that opinion. Oh, you didn't say. Oh, okay. I did SBX. I was like, why the fuck's that not loading? I do hate them as a company overall. I won't be shy about that. But from right now, the 20-day doesn't look too good. Go ahead and delete these, even though they still look close to right. So I would say support 55, resistance 60. So it could really go either way right now. Yeah. I personally wait until it's still on sale. I mean, you could still hop in and make a couple bucks probably if you're looking to for like a quick, maybe a couple dollars a share. Right now it's up about 38 cents. Is it pulling back too along with the rest? No, it's still on the rise. But yeah, overall, like I said, I personally would wait. You can see it was just below 57 yesterday. So I mean, I personally would wait until it's on sale if you want to put your money in that company. Me personally, I probably never will. If anything, I might put puts on them, betting on them going down. But yeah, you can see it's just recently at 55, 54. So yeah, me personally, I would wait until it comes back down some more, and then ride it up for a few dollars of profit potential. Support and resistance is just, so like, we'll go back to the 180 since this is actually a really good one for talking about this. So like, support is just generally speaking where, I mean, it can still go below supports obviously, but supports are just generally where it likes to stay above. So like, I'll draw out just a quick like overall support right now. What I see for Starbucks, like this would be your quote unquote support, and obviously this isn't like 100%. This is just me drawing some quick wow, you fucking piece of shit. Supports and resistances. So like the support down there, resistance would be, like I said, right around, I didn't quite get it 100%. I'm going to try this again. Yeah, right around, like I said, right around 60 roughly. If I can get my ticker set. There we go. So you can see just kind of that this would be what I like to call the target zone, meaning when it's down near this line, I would probably like to buy, unless if obviously there's some really bad news and it's going to just tank or something, obviously then you wouldn't. But like, generally speaking, when it comes down in this area, like below, say right here, so I mean still, like I said, it could be a potentially good buy still, because you're still looking at like 250 or so worth of profit potential at the minimum. Possibly. Potential is the key word. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Previous trends don't mean everything. But like generally speaking, you'd want to split the difference. Down here would be your buy area, and then up here would be your sell area. So It just gives you a good idea on like what to kind of look out for, especially from like a flipping stock standpoint. If you're looking to flip, then you definitely want to pay attention to supports and resistances. But yeah, good question. And then resistance, all it really means is that it's had trouble in the past breaking through here. Like Walmart's for today has been 83.50. The support is right around where it is. That's why I'm watching it super close now. It's because it's down right around the support area right now. So yeah, it's starting to piss me off. But like, say it breaks above this, then you would say it's, a lot of people would say it's bullish right now. And once it would break above, like it was bullish up here at around 61, 62. As you see, I mean, it was just shooting on up. And then obviously had a sell-off, which usually happens when you break above, or I mean, I wouldn't say usually happens, but happens a lot once you break too far above the resistance and get kind of pulled away from your 180-day SMA. But like I always say, there's tons of stuff that you could get into, but I think that's a good quick rundown about what your support and resistance is. Software is out. This is the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. It is totally free. Oh, thanks for the subscription, by the way. This is the Thinkorswim platform. It's totally free. You just have to sign up with TD Ameritrade. And like I always say, you don't have to even fund your account. Once you get to where it's saying to fund your account, you can just click save and continue later. At least I did. Yeah, and then you just go. What I did after I signed up was I actually searched TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, and then the actual link popped up, and then you download it to your actual desktop, like an app essentially, like an actual desktop, whatever they call it, icon or whatever. But and then what'd you say also? You said, were you using to draw and look? How do I have mine actually? I think it's either, I think it's drawings or something. There's something in here where, yeah, you go down to drawings, drawing tools, and then you can have it just set on clicker, which I don't ever. I have mine set on trend line personally, so that allows me to, all you do is click and then you can drag it to see your, I like using it too because I can like kind of draw out my potential for profit. Like say you wanted to get in right now around 57.41, and then you wanted to sell around 60, you see that's 4.25% profit potential. So, and how you can see that, man, I wish I could point like you see, but you can see where it said, right under where it says oh shit, it just went away. Right where it says, come on, you piece of shit. Wow. Man, this thing's pissing me off. Anyways, it's good to show you like potential for profit from a percentage standpoint. I support Trump a lot. A lot of resistance from the Democrats. Yeah. Yeah, especially where I live. I live in a college town. It's funny, my girlfriend wore my Trump shirt to go grocery shopping the other day, apparently, and she said that she got a little bit of hate, it sounded like. I've actually only been trading stocks since like February, so right around when the market started going to shit, actually. No, I don't short stock. My version of shorting stocks is just putting puts on them. Like, it's pretty much the same thing, but with shorting, I think you can short just about close to anything. We have some people in here actually that short stocks. I know Aunt G short stocks. I don't know if in here right now. I know it was in here earlier. But yeah, I don't think in here anymore. But like I said, I mean, we talk about everything here. I mean, we have people that do futures, I think Forex too, just everything. That's what I love about it. It's just like, again, we get to bounce all these ideas off of just a bunch of people. We all have the same goal of just making money at the end of the day, and that's just, it's pretty awesome. So But yeah, she should be here any minute. So, again, like I said, you can always reach out to me in my Discord group chat. It's super easy to reach me there. I'm super active in there. I don't like do, what do you call them? Alerts or anything like that. But whenever I submit like almost any trade or close for profit or loss, I pretty much tell you guys, I'm like anyone that's in there right now will tell you I'm pretty active in there. Like I will call out stocks. I'll be like, wow, look at blah blah blah, or I closed blah 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 for blah 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 percent profit. Like I'll pretty much keep you guys updated with everything that I do essentially. And like I said, the voice chat in there is awesome too. Good chance to speak to you all one-on-one a lot. So yeah, that's definitely the best place to reach out to me. So I'll start wrapping this up here soon. But in Forex and futures, short equals sell. Yeah, options. Yeah, options is pretty simple. I mean, there's tons of different options. Like you can do spreads and all this other stuff. But options, I pretty much just stick with buying calls. And then buying puts. Hold on, I think my dog just went upstairs and he knows better than to do that.
One of the things I think we're learning is that's where you get punched in this earnings season. And so the entire PE role. So it's a better company. Are you sure? Yes, I am. I mean, it turns it out to
No. Sorry about that. Damn dog lost his mind. Tastyworks is what I use for trading options. To me, it's like one of the best platforms for trading options, but I also use Robinhood for options too. So it's really take your pick, but apparently if you use the promo code YouTube, you get free trades for a little bit, so that's pretty cool too. Or like free trades is in like free commissions or discount commissions, something like that. So but yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get ready to wrap this one up because she's gonna be home soon, and we're gonna have a little bit of lunch and hopefully close out some trades. It's not looking fucking good at all right now. It's fucking annoying. Might learn another lesson here today, but how can you use Robinhood for options? You just have to sign up for it, and then they'll look at your account and pretty much either approve you or tell you no. But I think they pretty much approve close to everyone now. So, and there it's totally free too, but there are some glitches with it, so definitely be careful. Wow. But yeah, so hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Stay green out there. This market is, again, fucking crazy. But yeah, hopefully you guys will, like I said, if you want to reach out to me about anything, the Discord chat is down there, like first or second link in the description. And then my social media as well, you can always reach out to me on there. I'm pretty active on social media, of course, like most people are anymore. But yeah, hopefully you guys, like I said, I cannot thank you guys enough for the support. Love the community that we have going here, and I'll be in the Discord chat as always. I might hop in the voice a little bit after I eat lunch. I've been meaning to in the afternoon session. I haven't the last day or two. I'm gonna try to do that a little bit more during market hours still. But hopefully I'll see you guys over there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So hopefully you guys keep on going out there making your profits, covering your profits, and achieving some financial freedom this year. And I will see you guys either in the Discord chat or I will see you in tomorrow's stream. Take it easy, guys.